Hello everybody and welcome inside Jimmy John's Field. It is Italian American Heritage Night brought to you by Vincent Joe's. I'm Enver Shapla alongside Tom Cavanaugh. Tom, we got a great matchup for you here tonight. It's a beautiful evening. Temperatures in the 70s, although we're dealing with a little of the cottonwood flying around, but things will be all right. We got fireworks tonight as well. But let's talk about this matchup. It's the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers at 1-4 taking on the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, sitting atop the division so far. Off to a great start as well. They're 4-1 on the season. Talk about this matchup a little bit.
So the Hoppers right now, I mean, clicking on all cylinders offensively. They have 42 runs scored in their first 37 1/3 innings against pitching in the league. It's been awesome for them. On our defensive side as well, their pitching has been very good. We're going to talk about Ryan Carolden in a minute.
Yes,
but
sir.
The Beavers also, they're struggling on offense, but their pitching has been incredible. Greg Luukkonen has been on fire. He's going to get the start today, the crafty lefty for the Beavs. I'm really excited for today. It's going to be the top versus the bottom teams in the USPBL. Can't wait.
I'm going to jump off your back, and we're going to talk starting pitching because we have a dandy for you on the mound tonight. Two great pitchers off to two great starts. We'll start with the Beavers. Greg Luukkonen gets the start. 2 starts on the season so far, a 2.45 ERA with 14 Ks. He's been really dealing so far.
Yeah, Luukkonen, the lefty, he's been the go-to guy all year long for these guys. I know we're still early in the season right now, but he's impressed. He's a guy that is not going to spend a whole lot of time in this league right now by his performance. He's going to get picked up to a minor league contract if he keeps pitching the way that he is. It's a low walk, high strikeout rate with a wipe-away slider into the feet of a right-handed hitter, and he can also spot up a fastball in the outside half as well. A lot of command in that left-handed arm. I'm excited to see him go for the 3rd start tonight.
And on the other side for the Diamond Hoppers, another one that's off to a great start on the mound. Ryan Carolden, 0-1, but he's had 2 starts, a 2.57 ERA. He's really been throwing good as well so far in the season.
Yeah, Carolden's coming out of the right side today, and like I just said about Luukkonen, he's the go-to guy for them. I know he's 0-1, but that's just because he didn't have the run support early in the year in a doubleheader matchup. Other than that, I like Ryan's stuff. He's got a nice breaking ball that cuts away from a right-handed hitter, gets a big swing and a miss, and his fastball also upper 80s, low 90s. He's going to get a couple extra strikeouts, as you mentioned, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts, so kind of have to balance that out a little bit. Hopefully today he keeps the walks low and the strikeouts high.
Well, let's talk about some of those feature hitters for both teams, because those hitters are going to have their work cut out for them today with the great starting pitching on the mound. And 2 feature hitters that we're going to talk about. First, for the Beavers, O'Neal Burgess just really hitting the ball well early on. 308 batting average, 1 home run, 4 RBIs on the season.
Yeah, Burgos is going to be in the cleanup spot today for the Beavers. We just talked with head coach John Dombrowski. He has so much good stuff to say about him. Big lefty hitter. He's doing pretty good right now with a home run and a double. He's the big bat that's going to be able to get this Beavers team sparked up, because only 11 runs so far in their first couple of games. The Beavers need a spark, and he's going to be the guy to do that.
And then on the other side, for the Diamond Hoppers, another player that's just been raking early on is Noah Marcoux. 500 batting average, 8 for 16 on the year with 6 RBIs.
Marcoux, we just talked about it with Burgos. Marcoux has torn the cover off the baseball this year. He hits 6 walks compared to 4 strikeouts, so he's finding ways on other than hitting home runs and doubles. As you said, 500 batting average. You can't come out to a hotter start than that. And if the Hoppers want to keep that high offense going, he's going to be the guy to look for.
I mean, we should have a great matchup here tonight. Again, blue skies, temperatures in the 70s. We should have a great crowd here tonight. Of course, fireworks after a normal Friday night. We'll have the fireworks out, and it's going to be a wonderful evening. And anything else that really sticks out for you in this matchup, Tom?
Yeah, just a couple of great pitchers today. We're going to see probably a low-scoring game. I don't want to jinx anything, obviously.
Well, you just did. No, I'm just kidding.
With the Hoppers offense, you never really know, but these are 2 of the best starters in the entire USPBL going at it today. So I'm looking for a great outing from both starters. I don't think they're going to go a long time, considering how these managers have kind of crafted their bullpen so far. It's been 3 innings max for a lot of these guys, but if they're hot, 1-2 hits through 4 innings, they might go the distance, so you never know. And then on the offensive side, you look at Marcoux and Burgos that we talked about. Other guys are going to show up as well, and I think they're going to surprise us today.
Yeah, and I'm also interested to see what these hitters do against these 2 great pitchers. Obviously, we heard a saying, great pitching stops great hitting, so it should be a very interesting matchup with the hitters and two tremendous pitchers on the mound this evening. Well, stick around. We're going to have the first pitch here coming up on the other side of the break. We have a great matchup for you. Again, it's the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers taking on the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Stick around. First pitch is coming up shortly.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. fsbcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Field here in beautiful downtown Utica. Everything's bustling outside. Big crowds on hand tonight. It's the Friday night fireworks, Italian American Heritage Night here. We're going to have a great crowd as you see some of the fans on the field and the Chevy Pavilion starting to get filled up. And, of course, the right field is always a popular spot to hang out. Enver Shaplow alongside Tom Cavanaugh. Tom, should be a wonderful night of baseball.
I can't wait. We got two solid teams going at it right now. It's the David versus Goliath matchup to start the beginning of the season with the 1-4 Beavers taking on the Hoppers at 4-2 atop the USPBL standings.
All right, let's take a look at our sponsors that make it all happen here on our broadcast. Belfour Property Restoration, Budweiser, Corwell Health, Dave & Buster's, DTE, Fifth Third Bank, Jarbcon, Jimmy John's, Macomb Community College, McLaren Macomb, and McQuaid Heating and Cooling, Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Pepsi, and United Wholesale Mortgage. So as we get closer to first pitch, you see now the American flag being laid out here in center field. And again, Tom, great crowds, great night. Just a great picture-perfect night for baseball. Clear skies. We'll have sunny skies now in the 70s, and the crowds are building.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything better right now. As you said, Anthem's getting going right now in just a few moments. Exchanging lineups at the front. Hoppers looking to keep it going. They're 4-2 on the year. They've scored 42 runs in their first 37 1/3 innings. They're on a tear, especially Noah Marcoux. We'll talk about him later on. And the Beavers struggling offensively, but they got the pitching that has helped them out recently, and that's why Greg Lokinen is going for them, the crafty lefty. He's been awesome.
All right, let's take a look at the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers lineup for you. Leading off and playing center field, Bramden Perez. Batting second and playing third base, Matt Piotrowski. Batting third and playing right field, Ray Hilbrick. Batting cleanup and the DH, O'Neill Burgos. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Malik Bolin. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Max McClellan. Batting seventh, the first baseman, E.J. Daskow. Batting eighth, the catcher, Ranko Stefanovic. Batting ninth, shortstop, Ben Wilcoxon. And the starting pitcher, as Tom mentioned, Greg Laukinen. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch. It's a great matchup. You don't go anywhere. It's the Beavers and the Diamond Hoppers coming up next. We'll be right back.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field here in downtown Utica. And Tom, let's take a look at the offensive lineup for the Diamond Hoppers. Leading off and playing center field, Blake Vanderveer. Batting second, the second baseman, Bailey Martin. Batting third, playing left field, Noah Marcoux. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, Zeb Roos. Batting fifth, the DH, Ben Ferguson. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Jake Shire. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Bryant Schellenberger. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Todd Maddox. And batting ninth, the catcher, Whit Hughes. And on the mound, starting pitcher for the Diamond Hoppers, Ryan Carolden.
I'm really excited to see Ryan throw again. We've watched him in public games so far this year 2 times. He's made 2 starts. He's 0-1 so far on the season. Ryan, he's held it together well. He's kind of dabbling in the walk to strikeout rate pretty evenly right now with 6 walks and 6 strikeouts. But a 2.57 ERA in 7 innings pitched, that's pretty solid for him. And on the other side, we already talked about Lokinen and his 2.45 ERA with 14 strikeouts compared to 5 walks in 11 innings. But let's hop back over to the Hoppers lineup and talk about Noah Marcoux. We talked about him in the pregame. 8 for his first 16. He's hitting .500 to start the year with 6 RBIs, 2 extra base hits. One of those was a home run. And he's also got more walks than strikeouts, which is a stat that you rarely ever see out of a big hitting left-handed hitter. Usually that strikeout rate is pretty high and the walk rate is low. That ain't the case for Noah Marcoux. And then with the Beavers, O'Neal Burgos. He's got a .308 average with a home run and a double on the year and 4 RBIs. Only 11 runs scored so far for the Beavers, and with 1 home run and 4 RBIs, that leads the Birmingham Bloomfield squad in almost every offensive category. So these guys, alongside of O'Neal Burgos, want to get started over the next couple of games here in this weekend, week 3 of the USPBL, and start to kickstart something offensively.
Yeah, of course, the Diamond Hoppers, Tom, too, come and actually, we're going to toss the break as they're getting ready for the anthem. On the other side of the break, though, we'll have our first pitch coming up right after this.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
I'm Anthony Tomey, CEO of Tomey Group, and we're one of the largest Jimmy John franchisees in the country. We were using a national payroll company that would only do the payroll, and we had another branch that would only do healthcare benefits, and then we also had another group of HR. So having a company like Tryon that's able to do all 3 of those things in one makes life so much easier for us. The PEO model that Tryon does so well helps us keep our quality employees.
And that's why we rely on Tryon.
You can always rely on Tryon.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. fsbcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood, Because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The perfect match. It's what so many of us are looking for. When it comes to getting a mortgage, how can you find the one that's perfect for you? Start at mortgagematchup.com. Because the only way to get a mortgage that's easier and more affordable is to find a local home loan expert first. Go to mortgagematchup.com today.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as I just finished up with the national anthem, and first pitch is moments moments away, and let's get it, if we can, let's take a look at the defensive lineup for the home team. The three-dimensional defensive lineup for the Diamond Hoppers. There you see Blake Vanderveer in left field, Zach Roos in center field, Bryant Schellenberger in right field. And out in the infield, Whit Hughes behind the plate catching, Ryan Carolden on the mound making the start, Todd Maddox at third base, Jake Shire at shortstop, Bailey Martin at second base, and Noah Marcoux at first base. So leading off for the Beavers will be Brandon Perez, followed by Matt Piotrowski, and then Ray Hilbrick, Tom.
And these Beavers looking to get to a fast start. It hasn't been that way to start the year for them. As we mentioned, 11 runs on 27 hits so far through the first 34 2/3 innings that they're faced on the mound. So guys like E.J. Dosko haven't had a lot of time. Malik Bolwin as well. Ray Hilbrick's one of the better hitters on this team, along with O'Neal Burgos and Brandon Perez. It's a very light lefty lineup, just two lefties going against the right-hander Carolden. And then on the opposite side, the Hoppers also with two lefties. So a lot of right-handed hitters we'll see today, and hoping that this Beavers team can start knocking the ball around the park a little bit more than they have.
And, of course, the Diamond Hoppers couldn't have asked for a better start for them on the season. First place in the division, off to a 4-1 start. So as the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, Carolden getting in his final pitches here and looking for another great start. How about that? Two pitchers in this game. Tom, looking forward to it. Both pitchers under 3 ERA on the season.
Both these guys are going to bring it, especially Greg Lokinen. We talked about his high heat along with a really nasty slider. Both the guys, very impressive. Laukkanen, he throws his fastball about half of the time. Carolden, he's going to go to the four-seam fastball almost 65% of the time. Mixes in the curveball, a little bit of slide piece action that's going to swing away from the right-handed hitter that he'll see a lot of today. I'm just excited for two guys to battle it out on the mound, and hopefully we can get some big swings in there as well.
Yep. And as you see, some of the fans now starting to file off the field, so we are getting very close to first pitch. And, of course, the crowd's building again. Always just great crowds here at Jimmy John's Field. And it's just, It's just a great time to come here and watch a baseball game. Really, watch some really good baseball, good pitching, good hitting. Couldn't ask for anything else.
I know, especially at a lower cost. You can come out here to Utica, watch some great baseball being played. You don't have to travel an hour down to downtown Detroit. Nope. You can bring the family out, and you can see by just the amount of people that keep packing in here on a day-to-day basis, still lingering on the field here. They always have stuff going down on the field. I saw a few guys playing Frisbee about an hour and a half before game time. So, I mean, it's such a great fan environment for everybody that shows up. I can speak to it personally. When I was 15, 16, when this league was very young, I'd come here, hang out near the bullpens, talk to some of the relief pitchers, and take a tour around the ballpark, go sit out there in the patio in left field. I mean, so many different things to do. It's a gem here in Macomb County. I love it.
Yeah, it's just a great night out, really. I mean, even I'm walking around the ballpark before the game, just seeing all the smiles on the fans' faces, and it just really, they're just enjoying themselves.
And they buy in, too. You see a lot of Mammoths, Unicorns, a couple Hoppers jerseys here. And I mean, that's what it's all about, rooting on your guys. And if you know some of them personally, and also the host families that have taken in some of these players that might not be from around the area, they're also here to support and cheer on their guys.
Yep, absolutely. So just a few more fans filing off the field here at Jimmy John's Field. And, I mean, we're going to have probably of course, have a great crowd tonight. And, of course, the fireworks, always look forward to seeing that after the game. And, again, Italian-American Heritage Night. Lots of stuff going on here. And the pitcher here is all right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with the first pitch right after this.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
All right, welcome back here inside Jimmy John's Field. Now we are ready for the first pitch here. Diamond Hoppers and Beavers kicking things off. Vanderveer leading off for the Beavers. First pitch is a swing and a miss. First pitch at 7:09. And temperature 74 degrees and sunny skies. And here's the pitch again to Vanderveer. He squares the bunt, and he will take a ball high. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm mixed up here. Perez at the plate. Thank you, Tom. So Perez at the plate. 1-1 count as Carolden gets set. And the pitch is outside for a ball. It's 2-1.
Perez are off to a decent start so far this season for him. 4 hits and 17 at-bats. He's got 2 RBIs. He's also struck out 5 times as well. Want to keep that ball in play here to start the ball game.
The pitch by Carolden is, again, high and away. It's a 3-1 count.
In previous starts for Carolden, this is where he can kind of lose a couple of guys, is not getting ahead of hitters. And he'll miss with the fastball high and outside to left-handers, and that's how the Unicorns were able to get a few runs on him.
There's a swing and a miss there. Good pitch by Carolden. It's a full count. Brandon Perez, he'll be followed by Matt Piotrowski and then Ray Hilbrick for the Beavers. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Perez. Sets and throws. It's a fly ball to left field. Vanderveer under it for the Hoppers. He makes the catch, and there is one down here in the top of the first.
Just a little bit underneath it there for Bramden. I like the swing. It was deeply hit, I'd say, but that's what baseball is, man. A couple of inches or centimeters are going to send that ball off the wall or on one hop, and then if you get underneath it a little bit, it's going to pop up. So it's something to build off of in your next few at-bats, and taking Perez to a full, or Carolden to a full count, I should say.
It's a good at-bat.
Yeah.
Made him work.
That's what you got to do.
Yep. So Piotrowski now at the plate for the Beavers. First pitch, he's swinging a pop-up to shortstop. It's going to be caught by Shire, and that's quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first. So a quick second out for Carolden after he worked a little bit on his first batter, Brandon Perez. That's going to leave it up to Ray Hilbrick with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
That was Piotrowski's very first at-bat of this season. He's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, out of Cal State, Los Angeles. He just was added to the roster earlier this week.
Carolden throws and delivers, and that's a ball. Carolden sets, fires. There's a ground ball foul. And it's a 1-1 count.
Eyeing down this Hoppers pitching staff, they've only given up 17 runs in 37 1/3 innings. So very dominant on the mound, especially their relievers, along with Pierce Banks, another starter.
Here's a pop-up to first base. Marcoux under it, makes the catch. And that'll end the top of the first. No harm for the Diamond Hoppers. They come to bat in the bottom of the first. No score between the Hoppers and Beavers. We'll be right back.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs.
Thank you, Johnny. I'm here in section 101 because JJ found his sweetheart, Miss Tanya, presented by Michigan First Credit Union.
Yes,
he just wanted to show his love and his affection with some thrifty flowers. Look at that. Look, there's little JJ in the corner. He came by to give her a big old kiss. Back up to you, Johnny.
We're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, perseverance.
And we do.
We're fighting cancer with proton therapy.
And music therapy.
We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's and outsmarting blood clots in seconds.
Instead of days.
Because this is her time. His time, your time. And it's time to show we can. Corewell Health.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field. We're heading into the bottom of the first inning, and let's quickly take a look at the Beavers' three-dimensional defensive lineup. The catcher, Ranko Stefanovic. Of course, Greg Lokinen on the mound. Matt Piotrowski at third base. Ben Wilcoxon at shortstop. Max McClellan at second base. EJ Daskow at first, and then in left field, Malik Bolin, Brandon Perez in center field, and then Ray Hilbrick in right field. And leading off for the Diamond Hoppers will be Blake Van Diver.
I'm really excited to see Lokinen again. We got an opportunity to watch him pitch in a public game back in the opening weekend. And Lokinen's been incredible. He only has 3 pitches that he likes to throw, a 4-seam fastball, a curveball, and a changeup. He's going to stay about 85% of the time with that 4-seam fastball and the curveball. And he'll mix the changeup in here and there, but his ability to sequence pitches, you can see 14 strikeouts compared to 5 walks in 11 innings. He gets a lot of swing and miss.
First pitch is low and outside, is a ball.
And Van Diver's been one of the marquee guys for the Hoppers so far this year, playing infield and outfield to start the season.
And Lokinen, he don't mess around out there. He's throwing fast. He sets in a 1-1 count. The pitch to Van Diver. Ground ball to second base. Fielded, throw to first, and he got him.
A lot of speed in the base pass there from Van Diver. He made it close.
McClellan making it look easy. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Bailey Martin to the plate. So a quick at bat for Lokinen there.
Yeah, he works quickly on the mound, as you mentioned earlier. He does not waste time.
Sets and fires. Strike call right down the middle. Beautiful pitch there by Lokinen.
He's sitting upper 80s with that fastball, and coming out of the left hand, it looks almost about 90-91, especially to a right-handed hitter.
Pitch is fouled back into the netting. quickly 0-2 on Bailey Martin.
Martin, a slower start this year. He's 3 for his first 17, but he has 8 runs scored. He's got 2 RBIs and 9 walks. He's able to find a way on via the base on balls, which is always a good thing for these Hopper hitters. And that's why they've scored 42 runs so far early in this season, and they're 4-2. They get base runners on, and they cash them in.
That was fouled away. Now it's 0-2 on Martin. The pitch. High for a ball. It's 1-2. Lokinen ready, sets, and fires. Swing and a miss. He got him. What a beautiful pitch there, Tom.
That's that breaking ball low and inside to the feet of a right-handed hitter, falling off the table. Martin thought it was going to stay up, and then late break, he misses, swinging right over the baseball.
A lot of movement on that pitch. 2 strikes now, and that'll leave it up for Noah Marcoux for the Diamond Hoppers.
Marcoux's the guy we talked about pregame. Hitting .500 on this young season, 8 for 16 with a double and a home run, and give him 6 RBIs with that as well.
That one's outside. Low and outside. 1 ball to Marcoux.
It's going to be interesting to see how these left-handed hitters approach a guy like Lokinen on the mound, who's so crafty and keeps the pitches away from a left-handed hitter.
Ball just misses outside, and it's 2-0 to Marcoux.
And Marcoux's not a guy you want to leave something over the plate with.
Lokinen sets and throws. That one's high, and it's 3-0 on Noah Marcoux. So far, Marcoux very patient at the plate. He's ready to throw. Fires again. That's a foul off to the left side, and it's 3-1. 3-1, excuse me.
I'm not against taking a 3-0 swing, but I mean, Marcoux right there, he has the power to do it and hit it out, so why not?
That one misses low and outside, and Marcoux draws a walk here.
That's his 7th of the year. The guy sees the ball so well and has such a great understanding of the strike zone.
Very patient at the plate as well. Zeb Roos now the cleanup hitter at the plate for the Diamond Hoppers. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, no score. Runner on first base. Lokinen ready, sets, and deals. Strike called.
Well, either way, you went around.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. That was still right on the lower inside corner. Nice pitch from Greg.
The 0-1 pitch from Lokinen. That one's fouled away just over the first base's coach's head. And it's 0-2 quickly on Roos.
Enver, if we take out this Noah Marcoux 5-pitch walk, everything else, Lokinen's done a great job of getting ahead of hitters. 1-2, 0-2, it's been great.
That one's high. And it's 1-2 now on Roos.
For a team like the Beavers that's been struggling to score runs, it's got to be a guy like Greg Lokinen that can keep the hit and run count down for the Hoppers that scored 19 in a game earlier this year.
There's a fly ball to deep left center field, and it's going to be caught at the warning track by Perez. A great catch as he tracks it down, but that's going to end it for the first inning. At the end of 1, we're still scoreless between the Hoppers and Beavers. We'll be back right after this.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARPCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARPCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARPCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarpcom.com.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field on to the top of the second inning. No score here between the Hoppers and Beavers, and a quick first inning by both pitchers here, Tom.
Yeah, working very efficiently. You got 3 fly balls off the bats of the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers, 2 of them on the infield. And then for the Eastside hitting, they'd got that 1 walk from Marcoux, but it was smooth sailing other than that for Greg Lokinen. So expect this for the next couple of innings. Enver, we also mentioned in the pregame that these coaches, they want to get to their bullpens just to, show off some of those relief arms. This is a league where professional scouts come to watch multiple guys throw. And I know we saw Pierce Banks for the Hoppers go 5 innings into the 6th with a perfect game, and that's a rare occurrence. Usually you'll see these starters go about 2-3 innings to show off their stuff, and then they'll turn it over to the bullpen. So it really just depends on how these first couple innings unfold for the starters.
O'Neill Burgos leads it off for the Beavers. First pitch is a ball. Burgos, 1 home run, 4 RBIs on the season, batting .308. The pitch by Carolden. Right down the middle for a strike call, and it's 1-1.
And Burgos, he's accounts for just about 1/3 of the runs scored this season for Birmingham.
The 1-1 pitch by Carolden. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch right there. A miss in the bat, just off the edge of the plate, outside to the righty.
The 1-2 pitch, Carolden sets and deals. A swing and a miss there by Burgos. He goes down swinging, and we got 1 out here in the top of the 2nd.
First strikeout for Ryan Carolden. He's going to continue to roll into that with a few more in his start. Looked really nice, dotting up every pitch right there. In that last sinker, it looked like diving down. More of a slide piece, but it didn't really have that much east to west movement. Really nice pitch there from Ryan.
There's a ground ball. Base hit through the shortstop. That is Malik Bolin gets the first hit of the game, and he's on base for the Beavers with 1 out here. And now coming to the plate is Max McClellan. So the Beavers got a little something going early on. First pitch, and Malik Bolin hits that one up the middle for a hit.
And that's what head coach Dombrowski's really been preaching to these guys is, I know they've had a few quick at-bats, but if they can jump on that first pitch fastball, they're going to have themselves a couple big innings.
First pitch is high. McClellan for a ball. 1 out now. Carolden sets and deals. That one's high as well, and it's 2-0.
And when Carolden misses, it's really only in one spot, and it's right there on those last 2 pitches. High and inside to a righty, or high and away to a lefty. And he doesn't walk many people. He's got 6 on the year, but works very efficiently if he keeps it within the zone, just misses in that one spot.
Carolden checks his runner, sets and fires. Strike call there. It's 2-1.
Good bounce back right there. It's going to be a big difference in this game for these starters if they're able to keep counts close. Instead of being 3-0, it's now 2-1 with that dotted fastball on the inside.
Again, Carolden checks his runner. He set the throw and fires away. That's a ground ball foul, so we're back even at 2-2.
McClellan, he plays a really clean infield over at second base today. Only 1 RBI so far this season on 4 hits. No extra base power so far that we've seen from Max, but an excellent defensive player as well to go along with his bat.
McClellan from nearby Warren, Michigan. Here's the pitch by Carlton, 2-2. Ground ball to second base. Fielded, over to short. Makes the play, double play for the Diamond Hoppers, and they get out of that inning quickly. So that'll do it for the middle of the second. We're going to head to the bottom of the second. It's the Beavers and Diamond Hoppers scoreless. We'll be right back.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we head into the bottom of the second inning. No score here between the Hoppers and the Bloomfield Beavers. Tonight's USPBL ballgame is presented by Bell's Brewing. For the past 25 years, Bell's Brewery has been inspired to brew beer that you can count on, not just for taste, but for quality. From Two-Hearted Ale to Oberon to new classics, official hazy IPA, or the easy drinking golden ale, Bell's has brewed inspired beer since 1985. Bell's Brewery, Comstock, Michigan. Please drink responsibly. It's early, but so far it's lived up to the billing, Tom, with the pitching. Some quick innings here early on in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, we talked about how dominant these two starters are, and they've shown it. Only one base hit allowed by Carolden, but quickly cleaned that up with a 4-6-3 double play. And then for Lokinen, just that one walk, nothing else to show for it on the Hoppers' offensive side.
So Ben Ferguson leads things off for the Diamond Hoppers as Lokinen ready to throw with that quick delivery. The pitch is outside, and it's 2-0 on Ben Ferguson.
This is one thing the Hoppers need to do. Be disciplined at the plate, which we saw out of the eyes of Noah Marcoux. Ferguson's doing the same thing because Lokinen's going to miss some pitches, but not by much. He's got a good eye there.
That one's going to be high. It's 3-0, so 3 balls here thrown by Lokinen. 3-0 pitch to Ferguson. Swing and a miss. It's a good pitch there, and it's 3-1.
So that's back-to-back 3-0 counts that Hopper hitters have swung on. Marcoux swung on the 3-0 back in the first, and now Ferguson right now.
The 3-1 pitch to Ferguson. Misses again for a ball, and the leadoff hitter, Ben Ferguson, is on first base as Lokinen walks him. That'll bring up Jake Shire, the shortstop for the Diamond Hoppers.
Enver, that was the 40th walk of the season for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. They have 50 runs on their, they have 42 runs on the year with 40 walks. They have such a good eye, so disciplined at the plate, being able to take the free passes when they get them.
First pitch right down the middle for a strike called.
It's a good bounce back from Greg right there after losing a guy on 5 pitches. Also, watch the pickoff move to first from Greg Lokinen. He's already got one guy earlier this year.
That's a nice pickoff move right there.
Not a big lead over there for Ferguson.
You called it, but a good move by Lokinen there.
As a lefty, you got to be kind of sneaky with that. And if you're a runner, what you want to be looking at is the hips. Don't want to look at the eyes or the ball or the arm. You want to look at the hips.
That's a good pitch right there. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 on Jake Shire.
Shire's been pretty good this year, hitting .455. 5 hits in his first 11 at-bats with 2 RBIs.
The 0-2 pitch from Laukkanen in the shot. Did he get? Yes, he went. Strike call, and Shire goes down swinging. So really a great bounce back for Laukkanen after walking the opening batter.
And that's what makes these two pitchers so solid, is their ability to, I guess, bounce back after a small error. You have that walk that occurred back in the first to Marcoux, quickly remedied with a flyout. Same thing here. You get the walk to Ferguson, boom, a 3-pitch strikeout.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Runner on first. Bryant Schellenberger at the plate. First pitch is a strike call. So that's, I believe, what, 4 straight strikes thrown now by Laukkanen.
That's how you bounce back, man. Does a great job trying to keep that runner Ferguson over at first. Hasn't stolen a bag all year. I don't think he's going to go. He's leaning back to first right now.
There's a fly ball to left field. That's deep. That's going to get over the head. Oh, that's out of here. I thought it was going to go off the wall, but that thing just kept carrying. And a 2-run blast by Schellenberger. Wow, that got out of here fast, Tom. 2-0 Diamond Hoppers.
What a swing from Bryant Schellenberger. Oppo taco to left center field. That was a laser beam.
Wow. At first, it didn't. Right when it got off the bat, I thought maybe off the wall, but it just kept carrying.
I mean, so at first it was more on a line drive, and then as the ball continued to travel, the backspin carried the ball up and out of here. That was
incredible.
I'm with you on that. I was surprised it got out of here, but because of the exit velocity off the bat, that thing was rocketed.
That's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to be caught by Hilbrick. And that was Todd Maddox. Flies out. And we got 2 outs, but how about Schellenberger?
And he's a great
At first, I was like, oh, okay, that's going to get over his head. Might be a 2-bagger, maybe 3. Next thing you know, it's out. It's over the fence.
That's RBIs number 4 and 5 on the year for Bryant. So big swinging lefty out of Akron. This is his 2nd year in the USPBL, and he's showing his experience right there as he took an outside pitch out of here to left field. Only really good hitters can do that, because Laukkanen right there able to swing that pitch away from the left-handed hitter, and he just slaps it out there with a ton of pop.
So Whit Hughes now at the plate for the Diamond Hoppers takes a strike call. It's 0-2 quickly on Hughes. So Laukkanen trying to get out of here with just the two runs, and he swings and misses, and that'll end things here in the bottom of the second. But the Diamond Hoppers do some damage on the 2-run homer by Schellenberger. Gives the Hoppers a 2-0 lead at the end of 2. We'll be right back for the top of the third.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is making a Fifth Third better.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we head to the top of the third inning. The Diamond Hoppers lead it 2-0 thanks to a 2-run blast by Bryant Schellenberger. And that thing got out of here quickly.
He had a couple of pops last year, and this is his first of the 2024 season. He's got to be feeling good. He was revved up coming around first base, and that's a guy that spent multiple years in this league. He's got a ton of power, and the situational hitting, when he knows there's a ball on the outside part of the plate, you have to go with where the pitch is thrown to you and send it out to left center field. That's very impressive, showing off the opposite field power. That was not a shallow home run. He hit that about 350 feet out there in the left center.
On a straight line, basically. So
it's on the Beavers now to try to make a comeback here. I know they're only down by a pair, but this is a team that hasn't scored a ton of runs on the year. They're averaging just 2.5 runs a game, where the Hoppers are averaging 7 a game.
And how nice is it for Carlton to get out to a 2-0 lead with the way he's been pitching? So E.J. Daskow will lead off for the Beavers. He lines that one foul down the left field line.
E.J. not a ton of at-bats so far this year, just 1 hit and 1 run scored in 7 plate appearances. He's also got an RBI on that base hit.
Carlton pitches. That one's low. It's 1-1.
Daskow out of Miami, Florida. Spent a couple years at University of Tampa.
Carlton sets now, ready to deal. The 1-1 pitch to EJ. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2.
Love the stuff out of the hand of Ryan Carlton right now. He's got 4 different pitches he's working around with right now. We're going to see the curveball and the slider as his top 2 off-speed pitches. He only throws his changeup about 1% of the time, so you never really see it, but he could break it out.
The 1-2 pitch to Daskow is a broken bat, and that's going to drop. Base hit. Just drops in. Where he really saw that bat in half. But EJ on with a little bloop single in the left field to get things started for the Beavers.
That shows the power of EJ right there. Usually those broken bat swings don't go that far. And he dropped that out to, I guess, semi-shallow left field down the line. So he was able to muscle that thing out there. And how about the third baseman, Todd Maddox, having to turn around, look for the ball, but also kind of dodge away from that half of the bat.
Dangerous. Now Ranko Stefanovic digs in for the Beavers here. Carlton ready to throw. The pitch. That's a foul out of play. Right back by us. 1 strike on Stefanovic.
Rocco's spent a lot of time behind the dish this year for the Beavers. Hasn't done a really nice job blocking the ball up in front. Hasn't thrown anybody out. Neither has Whit Hughes behind the dish right now for the Hops.
There's another one fouled out of play off the right side. It's 0-2 now. And Stefanovic.
He's still looking for his first hit of the year. Just 6 at-bats because there's time that needs to be split between some of these catchers. Stefanovic, and then you also have Ray Torres the 4th behind the dish for the Beavers as well. So a lot of times the catchers will have less at-bats because they're split in every other game.
Another foul back in the netting.
And that's why they keep these rosters so slim at just about 19 to 20 players on that roster, because they want to make sure that the guys that are here aren't sitting on the bench for 2 or 3 games. They're playing either every day or every other day and keeping them fresh and letting the scouts see their work on display.
0-2 pitch to Stefanovic is outside, and it's 1-2.
It's a good take. Really nice pitch from Carlton. Not missing by much. That is a decision call behind the plate for your umpire. And sometimes on an 0-2 pitch, you want to leave it up to them right there by putting it kind of on the black.
1-2 pitch by Carlton. There's a drive in the left center. That's going to drop into the gap all the way to the wall. Run. Here comes EJ. They're going to hold him at third base. So a double by Stefanovic for the Beavers. And now the Beavers in business here. Runners on second and third here in the top of the third. And Ben Wilcoxon now with a couple ducks on the base trying to tie this game up.
Couple of nice swings. Dasco drops one in the left field, and we talked about Ronco needing his first hit of the year, and he gets it right there. Laser double in the left center field gap, sets up the Beavers perfectly, and you can see right now Hopper defense is back, so a ground ball up the middle is going to get the job done to score Dasco because the Hoppers are conceding the run on a ground ball here.
First pitch to Wilcoxon is high, and it's a ball. No outs here in the top of the third, and the Beavers are threatening.
Got a good chance for a couple RBIs for Wilcoxon. He has none so far this year, just 2 hits and 1 run scored and 4 walks.
Carlden pitches. That one's low and outside, and it's 2-0 now on Wilcoxon.
Carlden's done a nice job of keeping the day easy on Whit Hughes behind the dish. Saw a few balls get past Whit the other day. Just some wild pitches that get away from him from side to side. Nothing he can really do there, but he's not left anything the dirt, has Carlden.
2-0 pitch. Ooh, I think that he swung and a miss, and I think it caught the glove of the catcher.
Yeah, either that or his inner thigh right there. And of course, broadcaster's jinx as soon as I mention
Whit
keeping
Hughes,
the day easy on Whit.
Yeah, I think it caught his glove. Wilcoxon checking on Hughes, seeing if he's okay, but...
And they're catchers. They're tough, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Whit's also the assistant coach, a player coach under head coach Ryan Kotke. So Whit plays almost every single day. Him and Luke Stevenson will split time at bat. We've seen Stevenson come through with a few pinch hit opportunities in place of Hughes late in games.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Wilcoxon. Strike called. 2-2. Wilcoxon wasn't happy with that.
I rode a little high and inside, especially from his angle. Didn't think that was in there, but here it's a big pitch right now for Carolden. 2 in scoring position with nobody out. If you're able to keep this ball out of play and get a strikeout, it changes things
out
here.
Yep, 2-2 now. Wilcoxon has Carolden ready to throw. Sets and deals. That's a ground ball foul by Wilcoxon. Keeps it at 2-2.
Not a big strikeout guy at the plate right now with Wilcoxon. 4 walks, not a strikeout on him. Looking to put a ground ball up the middle. This is one of those situational hitting opportunities where you just not looking to drive something in the gap, but a ground ball up the middle is going to get the job done.
2-2 pitch. Fly ball to right field short. That's going to be caught by Schellenberger. And EJ smartly staying at third base. Wasn't deep enough there, Tom.
Definitely wasn't, especially against the arm of Schellenberger. We've seen him catch balls much deeper than that and almost have runners at the plate on a sacrifice fly. So a nice job from head coach Dombrowski over there to hold up Dasco. And another opportunity. It's still only 1 out. And if you're able to chip away and just get maybe 1 here, if you can get 2 and tie this thing up or take the lead, great. But even just getting a run right here to cut that lead in half is big.
Top of the order for the Beavers, Perez. Brandon Perez now with 1 out. There's a foul ball there, and Perez trying to get these runners home here for the Beavers. Down 2-0. Diamond Hoppers took the 2-0 lead on the 2-run homer by Schellenberger. The 0-1 pitch now by Carolden to Perez. Swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly on Perez.
Great stop from Hughes behind the dish. That's one of the only times today we've seen Carolden go down in the dirt with a pitch, and Whit was all over it.
So Carolden now sets and deals. He's ahead in this count. 0-2 on Brandon Perez. The pitch to Perez. Swing and a miss. He got him. Wow. Just like that. 2 outs, and what a comeback here by Carolden after runners now still on second and third. Now 2 outs. That's going to leave it up to Matt Pietrowski.
Carolden left a few pitches over the plate to the first 2 hitters, Dasco and Stevanovic. Other than that, it's been great stuff. He gets Wilcoxon to pop out, and then a swing and a miss on 3 pitches to Perez. And that is textbook picture perfect with 2 on, nobody out.
Sure is impressive. Swing and a miss. Boy, he's really dealing now. I'll tell you what, he can get out of this inning. Stranding runners on second and third. Incredible. But Wow, impressive stuff by Karolden there. Swing and a miss to Pietrowski, 0-1.
And now infielders can kick back, relax, and field their positions for out number 3.
He almost reached for that one, but he held back, and it's 1-1.
Ryan just makes everything look good coming out of the hand. He's got late break, down and away, a 4-seamer that goes in and challenges a right-handed hitter at times. He's battled back nicely. Let's see if he can finish it off here with a 0.
The 1-1 pitch. That is low, and it's 2-1.
And I'd say it's not the worst to lose this guy right here. I know the count's still young, but if Pietrowski is able to reach on a base on balls or something, it's much easier for you to get an out anywhere on the base paths, but not with Ray Hilbrick looming on deck. He's one of the best hitters for the Beavers.
So the 2-1 pitch here is a base hit into right field. That's going to score 2 runs. Here comes the throw to the plate. No, and the Witt cannot handle it, and that'll score the 2nd run there. And how about that? Pietrowski delivers, Tom. A 2-run single ties this game up at 2 apiece for the Beavers. Wow, that was a clutch hit right there.
Great swing. Inside out, opposite field, knock to right field with 2 strikes. That's how you got to do it right there for Pietrowski. And Schellenbarger almost had himself a home run and an assist from right field in the first couple innings of this game. That ball just popped out of the glove of Hughes there.
He would have been out if he would have handled it, but
100%
nonetheless,
would have been out.
2-2 here. So that brings up Hilbrick. Inside, ball gets by Witt, and Pietrowski will head to second base.
It looked like Hughes was trying to tag him before the throw from Schellenbarger came in from right field. So he went for the swipe before the ball was fully in his glove, and that's what led to the drop ball and the run being scored. Because you're right, he was out by 3 or 4
That's a great
steps.
throw, too, by
Yeah, Schellenbarger's got a cannon out there in right field. We've talked about it.
Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Hilbrick, and that's fouled away into the umbrellas. So it's 1-1 as Karolden trying to get out of this inning with just 2 runs scored. Karolden sets and deals. 1-1 pitch to Hilbrick. Another foul away. And it's 1-2.
Hilbrick was also featured on the USPBL social media sites as the highest barrel rate percentage at 33% in week 2 of the USPBL. So Ray finds the barrel about a third of the time, which is a very uncommon stat. He does a nice job of hitting it on the screws.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Hilbrick. Ground ball to first base. Not fielded by Ferguson. It gets by him. And Hilbrick will reach first base as Ferguson couldn't handle that one, Tom. Runner moves over to third base. Pietrowski's at third base. We got 2 outs now. And Burgos steps in for the Beavers, looking to give the Beavers the lead here.
Nice little poke from Wilcoxon. It was a forehand tough play into the sun for Noah Marcoux over at first base, and they're going to award a base hit for Hilbrick. I think that's the right call.
There's a base hit by Burgos. That's going to score Pietrowski. And the Beavers take a 3-2 lead. So Burgos, big hit there for him.
How about this inning from the Beavers? We talked about them.
Good answer, too, from the being down 2-0.
We talked about them having a huge spark. 5 hits in this inning against Ryan Karolden, who had been mowing down the hitters. 6 straight retired to start the frame. And now, single from Daskow, doubling his Stevanovic, and cashing in the runs, Pietrowski and O'Neal Burgos. Well done from the Beavs.
As Whit Hughes tries to, or goes out and talks to Karolden, trying to settle him down a little bit.
Beavers are taking advantage of a few balls over the plate. Guys like Burgos and Pietrowski not going to miss it.
So Malik Bolin now steps to the plate. Runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Beavers have the lead, and that's a ground ball foul down the left field line.
It's also the 8th batter of the inning. So these guys.
Wow, they almost batted around. Wow.
No walks out of the hand of Ryan Karolden either. It's been all base knocks. for the Beavers. Really impressive.
Here's the 0-1 pitch now to Bolin. And the runners are going. That's a foul ball off his foot. So the double steal was on. And it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, with 2 gone, I don't mind that. I don't mind that with 2 gone. With Burgos and Hilbrick, 2 guys that run fairly well.
Why not?
Yeah, trying to score a few extra runs. And I mentioned earlier, the Beavers averaging 2.2 runs per game. They've already exceeded their average here in the 3rd inning.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Malik Bolin. Runner's not moving. There's a fly ball that's going to underneath, and actually Schellenberger's going to take that one. It looked like the second baseman would get it, but Schellenberger makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Beavers score 3 runs there in the top of the 3rd, and they take a 3-2 lead. That was our 5th third out of the game. And there's JJ, the water boy, sponsored by Michigan First Credit Union. Always make sure our umpires are hydrated and ready to go. Now he gets a nice treat, of course, well-deserved, to fuel him for the rest of the game. So we're going to toss it to break. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 3rd. The Beavers lead at 3-2. We'll be right back.
I'm Anthony Tomey, CEO of Tomey Group, and we're one of the largest Jimmy John franchisees in the country. With 50 Jimmy Johns and over 700 employees, it's a challenge to manage operations. What could possibly go wrong with owning 50 Jimmy Johns? People don't show up, equipment fail, run out of bread, no tomatoes, we need onions. Many different things can happen. Tryon allows us to really focus on the food and the operations of the restaurant.
And that's why we rely on Tryon.
You can always rely on Tryon.
All right. Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Beavers with the big top of the 2nd inning. They score 3 runs to take a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 3rd. Some good batting, some like you said, solid hits there in the 3rd inning for them. No walks, just nice clean hits for the Beavers.
That's got to be one of the biggest innings for the Beavers so far this year, and they have the talent to be able to put together big innings. And at the beginning, Enver, it didn't look that way because it was 2 in scoring position with nobody out, and then back-to-back outs. So they were looking to put up a goose egg right there, and not so fast said Matt Pietrowski, Ray Hilbrick, and O'Neal Burgos, rattling off 3 straight singles to cash in those 3 runs. And now the Hoppers, down by 1, they're going to have to swing the bats a little bit more past the Schellenbarger homer.
So Blake Van Diver leads things off for the Hoppers. First pitch by Lokinen is a ball, low and away.
I'll tell you one thing, I don't think Lokinen's going to leave another pitch over the middle like he did to Schellenbarger. He's going to be a little more dialed in.
It's a ground ball, the shortstop, fielded by Wilcoxon. And we got 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. So Wilcoxon with the play, makes the play there.
It's always tough for lefties to battle against a guy like Lokinen coming out of the left hand on the mound. And a couple of ground balls hit hard by Van Diver. He's got the speed to swipe a couple bags. He just hasn't had the chance.
That'll bring up Bailey Martin. First pitch is a swing and a miss.
Lokinen struck him out with a breaking ball in at the feet last time. He just threw him another curveball right there.
Another swing and a miss by Bailey Martin, and it's 0-2 for Lokinen.
He's looking to have a quick inning right now, get his team back in there to keep swinging it.
That ball just missed high. 1-2 now on Bailey Martin. The 1-2 pitch to Martin. Outside, and it's 2-2.
And so far, just one hit for the Hoppers, and it was that swing from Schellenbarger. They haven't done much else.
That ball misses, and it's full count. And how about the Beavers? 6 hits. 3 runs, 6 hits. Lokinen now, the 3-2 pitch to Martin. Strike 3 call. He got him.
There's that curveball again. Started it high near the eyes of Martin, and that ball dropped right on the upper inner corner. That's a tough pitch to hit, man. And Lokinen, he does a nice job of compartmentalizing and remembering what hitters have done in previous at-bats against him. So he knows that Martin struck out on that same breaking ball. Boom, he throws it again on 3-2. And that's trusting your off-speed stuff in a 3-2 count. Very impressive.
Another strike call. That'll bring up Noah Marcoux. Yeah, that was a great pitch, that last pitch to Martin. But first pitch here to Marcoux is a strike. He's ready to throw again. The pitch. Fouled away. Quickly 0-2 on Noah Marcoux.
And being able to throw that big breaking curveball on a 3-2, you got to have a lot of confidence in that pitch. And Greg really does.
Here's the 0-2 pitch by Lokinen. That one misses for a ball, and it's 1-2.
Marcoux worked a walk on 5 pitches last time up. He's not going to have the same sort of at-bat here as Lokinen's going right at him.
That one misses high, and it's 2-2 now on Noah Marcoux.
That sun is going to start affecting the right side of the infield and outfield as well as it starts to fade down and fall over the third base side.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Marcoux. Ground ball to second base. Fielded by McClellan. Throw over to first. He got him. So we've played 3 here at Jimmy John's Field in downtown Utica. The Beavers hanging on to a 3-2 lead over the Hoppers. We'll head to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back right after this break.
Perseverance.
And we do.
We're fighting cancer with proton therapy.
And music therapy.
We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's and outsmarting blood clots in seconds.
Instead of days.
Because this is her time. His time, your time. And it's time to show we can. Corewell Health.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field. As you just mentioned it, Tom, taking a look at the shadows now descending on to Jimmy John's Field here in downtown Utica. Almost not quite towards sunset. Still got another hour of daylight as it hits 8 o'clock here.
It's going to be interesting, too, looking at the home plate and pitcher's mound. Home plate is in the shadows, but the mound and about, I'd say, 50% of the grass from the home plate to this the slab is in the sun. So you can see right there, that ball is going to change from sun on the ball to shade, and these hitters kind of have to pick that up. You don't think it's something that can play a trick on your eyes as a hitter, but it does. Right now, when you have half and half with half shade, half sun, it's a little bit different as a hitter.
So Max McClellan leads things off for the Beavers here. First pitch by Carolden is a ball. It's a ground ball foul, and it's 1-1.
We'll see if this is Ryan's final inning of work. He's going into the 4th. But I like him coming back out for this inning after giving up 3 runs on 5 hits in the 3rd inning. Try to have a bounce-back frame right here with the bottom half of the lineup coming up. Dasko and Stefanovic also to bat this inning. They have already had hits against Ryan.
There's a ground ball to shortstop, or excuse me, second base, fielded by Martin. Throw over to first. And McClellan is down for the first out.
Next up for the Beavers, the first baseman, number 25,
E.J. Daskow. Daskow comes up to the plate now for the Beavers. He singled in his first at-bat.
He's got a new piece of lumber on him, too, after breaking that bat in half.
The pitch by Carolden. Misses for a ball. Carolden sets and delivers. Ground ball to third base, fielded by Maddox. Throw it to first, and EJ is out. So quickly 2 outs for the Diamond Hoppers.
And Daskow just pulled around it a little bit, but we're seeing a lot cleaner infield all the way around the league over the past couple of games. It took some time for these guys to get used to the ball field, especially the guys from Tennessee, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. They play on a different type of surface when it comes to dirt and grass. So we've seen cleaner baseball of late, and it's really nice to see, especially with that play from Maddox over at third.
Stefanovic now digs in, takes a strike called. Carolden ready, throws. That one's low, and it's 1-1.
Let's see if Stefanovic can't get something going with 2 gone. Doubled in the alleyway in left center field last time.
There's a swing and a miss by Stefanovic, and it's 1-2. Beautiful night here in Jimmy John's Field here in downtown Utica. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Carolden to Stefanovic. That one's high, and it's 2-2.
See if Carolden can have a smooth, clean 1-2-3 frame right here and bounce back after that rough third.
Here's the pitch by Carolden. Ooh, just misses, and it's a full count to Stefanovic. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. The Beavers with a 3-2 lead over the Diamond Hoppers. Carolden now up to 60 pitches. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Stefanovic, and that one's fouled away.
Yeah, at 60 pitches, I'd venture to say this is Carolden's final frame of work. These guys are either on an inning count or a pitch count, unless they're absolutely dominating and have a Pierce Banks type of night when they have a perfect game through 5.
For sure. Here's the full count pitch to Stefanovic. Ooh, inside, and he walked Stefanovic. So a 2-out walk by Carolden. And Ben Wilcoxon now steps in for the Beavers.
Ben flew out to right field his last time. Didn't hit it all that deep. We're going to stay on top of the baseball a little more here. Righty on righty matchup favors Wilcoxon at the plate right now. He's better at hitting those righties than lefties so far this season.
That one gets away from Witt, and Stefanovic heads to second base.
Just like that, 2 quick outs and a walk. A base hit can extend this lead here for the Beavers. That was a wild pitch that just sneaks by the pad of Hughes, and that's what the 2-out base runners can do. It's the 2 worst things you can do as a starting pitcher or as a team on defense is give up either a leadoff base runner or a base runner with 2 outs and nobody on.
That one's right down the middle for a strike call, and it's 1-1. On Wilcoxon. Carolden ready. Sets and deals. Inside, and it's 2-1. There you see Stefanovic on second base. The 2-1 pitch now to Wilcoxon. There's a base hit down the third base line. That's going to bring home Stefanovic. He'll score. Wilcoxon on his way to second base for a double. And the Beavers now extend their lead to 4-2.
That's what we're talking about right there. A 2-out walk leads to another run. Nice swing from Ben Wilcoxon, poking it down the third base line all the way into the corner. That's those 2-out base runners, man. That's what happens.
Another clutch hit by the Beavers.
Yeah, with a wild pitch that got by Hughes, setting him up perfectly to score from second base. Nice swing from Ben. That was his first RBI of this season.
Brandon Perez now the top of the order at the plate for the Beavers. There's a pop-up to the third base side, and that's going to be caught by Maddox, and the inning will end, but the Beavers add one in the top of the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Beavers lead it 4-2 over the Hoppers. We'll be right back.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Beavers lead the Diamond Hoppers 4-2. And Lokinen back on the mound for the Beavers. And we are getting ready here for the bottom of the fourth inning.
It's been a good start so far for Lokinen. Just that one hiccup in the second inning, giving up a bomb to Schellenbarger.
Yeah, other than that, he's been pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, he gave up a walk in the first, a walk in the second. He was to Ben Ferguson to be a part of that two-run shot, and a very clean third inning. 3 total strikeouts, 2 of them looking on the mound for Greg Lokinen, and he's going to try to continue that against the meat and potatoes of this Hopper lineup right now with 4, 5, 6 due up.
So Zeb Roos leads things off for the Beavers as there's a little bit of a delay.
I think he wanted an on-the-field look.
Yeah, the photographer was right up.
Our home plate umpire's not going to allow that.
Like, you gotta go. So here we go. Zeb Roos steps to the plate for the Beavers. First pitch gets away, and that's a ball by Lokinen.
This game has quickly changed.
Yeah.
Still just one hit for the Hoppers. They got to get something going offensively, but it's tough to do against this crafty lefty.
Here's the pitch by Lokinen. Swing and a miss.
We can't talk enough about how great that breaking ball has been.
Sure has.
He's just getting guys swinging right over top of it. It falls off the table so late.
Another swing and a miss by Roos, and it's 1-2.
I don't have the stat in front of me, but I want to know the whiff rate out of the hand of Greg Lokinen, because it's been, today especially, very high.
Lokinen sets and throws to Zeb Roos. Ground ball to shortstop. Fielded by Wilcoxon. Throw to first. Oh, and he didn't get him. So Roos beats out the throw, but a great effort by Wilcoxon. Very close play at first.
That was a nice,
he made it.
Forehand running play by Wilcoxon. Had to go across his body, but that's why Zeb Roos is the starting center fielder for the Hoppers most days, is he's got all that speed over there.
How about that? Infield single by Zeb Roos.
Also, Roos, 3 stolen bases, has not been caught stealing yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes off here on one of these pitches. But against the lefty in Lokinen, you got to be a little cautious.
Ben Ferguson now at the plate for the Diamond Hoppers. Takes a ball. Here's the pitch by Lokinen, is a strike call, and it's 1-1.
Lokinen on the mound does a great job of, as he's about to bring his leg up through the stretch, he takes a look back over at first base, and that can kind of catch the runner leaning back to the bag.
Pitch is a ball, low and away, and it's 2-1.
Especially with a lefty pitcher, if a base runner knows that you're not paying attention to him on the first base bag, it gives him an extra chance to try and steal.
The pitch to Ferguson is a strike call, and it's 2-2.
You can see Lokinen right now just going away from the big hitting lefty in Ferguson. Everything is cutting outside right here to Ben, and that's what Schellenbarger did. He took that outside pitch the other way. Let's see if Ben can do it.
2-2 now, and Roos is going, and that's a foul ball, so Roos will head back to first base.
Stefanovic.
It's a little hit and run action.
Yeah,
I like
we'll
it.
Take it.
Yep.
I mean, Roos is going to go almost every time he's on without a runner at second base in front of him. He's just that quick. And Stefanovic behind the dish. He hasn't thrown anybody out this year. 0 for 3 when runners attempt to steal.
Pitch to Ferguson is outside, gets away from Stefanovic, and Roos ends up at second base.
That was a weird one right there. I think you got to give that a pass ball only because Stefanovic slid over and it hit the inside part of his left thigh pad, or his catcher's gear on the left shin, and it just ricocheted to the right. He got his body in front, but a weird bounce off the equipment.
The 3-2 pitch to Ferguson. Roos on second base, no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch, ground ball, base hit down the first base line, and Roos is going to score easily, and Ferguson holds up. He was going to go for 2, but smartly gets back to first base, and the Diamond Hoppers get one back. It's 4-3.
Ferguson wrapped it around the line at first. Nice swing. That's Ben's, would have been his third double, as it was a double swing. That's RBI number 5 on the season for Benny. Nice job, and these Hoppers aren't going anywhere. We talked about them averaging 7 runs a ball game. They're not quite there yet, and they're going to make it tough on these Hoppers and on these Beavers, I should say, and Greg Lokinen.
So Jake Shire now at the plate. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch is a strike called by Lokinen, and it's 0-1. So the Diamond Hoppers now trying to tie this ball game here. Here's the pitch by Lokinen. Another strike call right down the middle, and it's 0-2.
Shire with a strikeout looking last time. See if he can put something the other way.
Laukinen's pitch count now getting up there,
yeah.
57 pitches. The 0-2 pitch inside, just misses, and it's 1-2.
Schellenbarger waits on deck as well, and they're going to get to him regardless of what happens here.
That ball is high, and it's 2-2.
I didn't see a ton of movement down there in the right field bullpen for the Beavers. I assume they had someone up and throwing earlier, but this could also be Lokinen's first couple of innings, or keep him going through the 4th, 5th.
Swing and a miss. And Shire goes down swinging. Big out there for Lokinen.
That's the marquee breaking ball we like to see out of Greg's hand. and gets Shire to swing right over top of it. That's how you start to shut down a big inning, as it was back-to-back base hits to start.
Bryant Schellenberger now steps to the plate. His last at bat, of course, that 2-run homer gave the Diamond Hoppers that 2-0 lead. Lokinen sets and throws to Schellenberger, and that ball's away for a ball.
Schellenberger's a tough customer right now, because if you go outside with the pitch, Lokinen's been locating on lefties outside all day. That's where Schellenberger smashed it. And setting up outside again is Stefanovic.
Did he go? He did. So a strike call there. It's 1-1.
And a guy like Schellenberger, not a stranger to hitting home runs. He's going to keep the swing the exact same. Sometimes you'll see guys try to overswing in their next at-bat after a bomb. Not Bryant. He's going to stay controlled.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Schellenberger. Strike called. Good pitch there, and it's 1-2.
Perfect location, low and outside corner. Tough pitch to hit.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Schellenberger with 1 out, and time is called.
That's the one timeout you get, as we're abiding by Major League Baseball rules. You get that one single timeout of about 10, 15 seconds if you need it.
Swing and a miss, and a big strikeout for Lokinen on Schellenberger. And that's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
After giving up back-to-back base hits to lead to a run, you get back-to-back strikeouts. Can't ask for much more. Lokinen, after giving up that homer to Schellenberger, he quickly recovered, getting the next 5 batters out. And right after a couple of knocks, he gets back-to-back Ks. Well done from the lefty.
Todd Maddox now at the plate for the Beavers, and that one misses for a ball, and it's 1 ball, 1. Ferguson still on first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The Diamond Hoppers did get a run back. It's 4-3. The 1-0 pitch misses again, and it's 2-0.
Back to that swinging strike 3 from Schellenberger. I really like how Lokinen challenged him high and inside. It looks like such a juicy pitch to go after, and then when that ball continues to rise up near the shoulders, it's tough to make contact.
Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that one's fouled away, and it's 2-1. Another great crowd here at Jimmy John's Field on a Friday night fireworks. Maddox now getting ready. 2-1 pitch delivery by Lokinen. Ooh, just misses high, and it's 3-1. There you see some of the fans on the right field lawn.
Extra base power for Maddox at the plate. Don't want to leave anything too far over the middle.
That one's fouled away, and it's a full count now.
You left that thing over
Maddox.
the middle.
Yeah.
As I said, Maddox he missed it by just a tad, so he was all over it timing-wise, but just a little bit underneath the baseball. But
here's the full count now on Maddox. Ground ball to third base, fielded. A great play by Pietrowski, but
the throw kind of took him off the bat.
Can't make it.
I don't know. He probably would have been safe. Maddox has some speed over there getting down the line, but the throw started tailing up towards the right field line, and Dasko, he had no chance of stretching for that. Had to come off the bag and field it up. So
I'll tell you what, a great effort though by
Pietrowski.
Yeah.
Heck of a play.
Runners on first and second now for the Beavers. 2 outs, and Whit Hughes comes to the plate for the Diamond Hoppers. Pitch is a strike called.
This is where you got to get them right here. The Beavers want to take a lead into the 5th inning as we delve into the later half. Don't let the Hoppers tie this thing up or take the lead. We know what type of damage Eastside can do, especially in the later innings when they have a few at-bats under their belt.
It's a ground ball, base hit. That's going to bring in a run. And we are tied at 4 apiece. So a big hit there for the Diamond Hoppers. Ties this game up as Ferguson comes around to score, and it's 4-4.
This is like a boxing match right now.
I'll tell you what, back and forth.
Unbelievable. So many lead changes. I mean, it was 2-0 Eastside early, then it was 4-2, and now 4-4. A couple runs in this frame.
Wild swings in this game, that's for sure. That's going to leave it now for Blake Van Diver. 2 outs here. It's 4-4 as the Diamond Hoppers look to take the lead once again. That one's away for a ball.
And that was not the hardest hit ball with the infield playing up the middle right there. Nowhere to be found was Ben Wilcoxon. He was shaded more towards second base, and returning to the bag at third was Pietrowski.
Here's another base hit by Van Diver. That's going to score Maddox, and the Beavers, or excuse me, the Diamond Hoppers now have the lead. It's 5-4. Wow, turning into a shootout now.
Yeah, we said it. Hoppers aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to continue to score runs and grab hits. That is now the 5th hit of this inning.
And
so
kind of wonder now, here as we're getting a meeting at the mound, is this it for Laukkanen? We'll see.
Assistant coach Joe Burke out to the mound right now. I think they're going to keep Laukkanen on the mound as it's 1st and 2nd with 2 gone. You got a chance here against Bailey Martin, who's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. So if Laukkanen's able to keep that curveball consistent and get that strike 2 swinging pitch, it'll be a good end to this frame. But you can't ever count any of these Hopper hitters out. Bailey Martin's got some extra base power to go along with his great infield play, and he's due after being 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He's trying to right the ship right now. Really impressive stuff from the Hoppers here this inning. RBIs from Ferguson, Hughes, and Van Diver.
They battled back after being down 4-2. Now they got the lead 5-4.
And once again, this is the 8th batter of the inning. So both teams have now brought 8 guys to the plate in an inning so far today. It was back in the 3rd. It was that 3-run, 5-hit inning, and now it's the 3-run, 5-hit inning for the Hoppers here in the 4th.
Bailey Martin now at the plate for the Diamond Hoppers, trying to add to their lead. Runners on 1st and 2nd with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch by Laukkanen. That one's fouled away into the netting. It's 0-2, or excuse me, it's 1-1. Laukkanen, 1-1 pitch to Bailey Martin. Swinging a foul. Yeah, caught the catcher, Stefanovic, as he shakes it off.
Yeah, both catchers now have taken one on the inner thigh or forearm area. Can't quite see from our angle, but going to give him an extra second of time is Laukkanen on the mound. Got to take a deep breath. If you're Greg, get this final out of the frame. You do not want to bring up Noah Marcoux for the 3rd time, especially with runners on base.
So 1-2 count on Bailey Martin as Laukkanen tries to get out of this inning. He's set and he's ready to deliver. The pitch. That one misses for a ball, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Bailey Martin. It's a fly ball to center field right to Brandon Perez. He makes the catch, and that'll end the threat. So we've played 4 innings here at Jimmy John's Field. The Hoppers score 3 runs. They take a 5-4 lead. We'll head to the top of the 5th. right after this break.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. fsbcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's field as we head to the top of the 5th inning. And Carolyn back out there for the Diamond Hoppers.
Yeah, they're sending him quite a long ways in this first out, or his 3rd start of the year. Ryan, he got hit up a little bit in the last couple of innings. Gave up 6 hits on 4 runs on 6 hits over the last 2 innings. So if he's able to have another quick frame, we could see him in the 6th. There is some movement in the bullpen right now for the Hoppers. But in a close ball game right now with the Hops again leading by 1, it actually helps out for Ryan because he's still pitcher of record right now. So if this score holds or the Hoppers keep the lead, Ryan's in line for the win.
So we'll see if Carolyn can have a quick inning here for the Beavers. But Pietrowski is going to lead things off for the Beavers.
Good start for Matt Pietrowski in his very first game in a Beavers uniform this year. He's 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and made a nice sliding play over at 3rd. Just couldn't get him at first.
That ball misses. It's 1-0 on Pietrowski. It's a fly ball to center field, deep center field, but that's going to be caught by Roos. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th. So a well-hit ball, almost to the warning track, but not enough. Roos makes the catch.
Pietrowski's got a lot of pop. We have no numbers on him from the USPBL up to today, but he's showing off that he can swing it and he can also flash some leather at 3rd. I'm really excited to watch Matt the rest of this season.
Ray Hilbrick now steps to the plate for the Beavers. That ball misses. 1 ball on Hilbrick. As Carolyn has hit 70 pitches on the evening. There's one right back to Carolyn. Nice little play. Throw over to first, and Hilbrick is down, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
A little glove save from the pitcher, and that was hit in the perfect spot after Carolyn finished on the first base side of the mound. It just went right into his mitt. So with some movement in the bullpen for the Hoppers right now, I like how Carolyn is finishing up his outing. Obviously that pitch count's starting to go up, but these scouts that are watching these guys, they want to see how they throw when they hit that 50, 60, 70 pitch mark. And right now Ryan has cleaned it up.
O'Neal Burgos now at the plate for the Beavers. First pitch is a ball. Carolyn pitches, fouled into the netting, and it's 1-1.
Burgos with an RBI base hit and a strikeout so far today. Burgos now with 4 RBIs on the season. 5 RBIs in the season. He leads the team in almost every offensive category except for hits. That's Ray Hilbrick.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 now on Burgos. The 1-2 pitch from Carolyn to Burgos. That's a hot shot to shortstop, fielded by Shire, and he tags Burgos. Nice play there. And we've played 4.5 innings here at Jimmy John's Field. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead it 5-4. We'll be right back.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name. But here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. Giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we're approaching sunset here on Friday night here in downtown Utica. Another great crowd on hand. We got a new pitcher for the Beavers, Tom. It's Andrew Verbrugge.
Yeah, Verbrugge in his second year with the program. He's with the Beavers. Just 4 innings thrown. He's making his 3rd appearance, all in relief for him. He's got a 6.75 ERA. He's given up 6 hits, 4 runs in those 4 innings. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts. Verbrugge trying to keep it to a 5-4 ball game at the moment and ride through the next couple of frames. We're going to see a few Beavers arms over the next couple of innings, but let's see how long Andrew can hold off this Hoppers team for, because right now Eastside's in a groove. They scored 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, and they're looking for more with Noah Marcoux starting things off.
Eastside bats are hot, as you said here, as you get a nice beautiful shot there of Jimmy John's Field. The sun again starting to set.
It's a packed crowd every Friday night. You know, fans come for the baseball, they stay for the fireworks.
You got it. Ben Ferguson leads things off for the Diamond Hoppers. Or excuse me. Noah Marcoux at the plate. My apologies. First pitch is a ball. That one misses way inside, and it's 2-0 on Marcoux.
Verbrugge's given up a few extra base hits, just 2 doubles in those 4 innings. 2 of the 6 hits he's given up were doubles.
So Verbrugge down 2-0 to Noah Marcoux. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled away on the left side. As you see, kids running for the ball. Tell you what, that kid is running with his cup in his hand. He didn't want to lose that cup. He's trying to get that ball. Impressive. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Noah Marcoux. That misses outside, and it's 3-1.
Verbrugge's going to throw his 4-seam fastball about 60% of the time, and about 35% of the time is curveball. So those are the 2 pitches to watch out for today from him.
That one misses way outside, and it's a leadoff walk for Noah Marcoux.
Second time Marcoux has walked on 5 pitches today. He's just a guy that you kind of have to avoid as a pitcher. You can't leave anything too far over the middle. He has made a reputation for himself in his first couple of games.
So that'll bring up Zeb Roos for the Diamond Hoppers here in the bottom of the 5th. Marcoux is on first base. Pitch. Strike called on Roos.
Roos a part of that big 4th inning. He actually led it off with a base hit. Came around to score.
That one's high. It's 1-1 on Zeb Roos. Swing and a miss.
Holy moly. That pitch from Andrew Verbrugge started on the inside half, or inside third, I should say, and ended in the left-handed batter's box. So much movement on that pitch from Andrew.
That was a great pitch.
It's a wipeout slider.
1-2 now on Zeb Roos. The pitch by Verbrugge is a fouled off to the right side.
And give some credit to the Eastside Hoppers. Nobody's been able to put together a really solid showing offensively against Greg Lokinen, and they did so.
So Verbrugge now sets the 1-2 pitch to Zeb Roos. Did he check it?
I don't think are they going to offer?
No, they're calling it a ball. Did not go around, so it's 2-2 on Zeb Roos.
Surprised Ronco didn't even ask for help from our field umpire.
Here's the pitch by Verbrugge. That one's fouled away. Right. Good at bat here by Zeb Roos. Marcoux on first base, no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 count to Roos. Ground ball to shortstop, fielded easily over to shortstop, throw to first, and a double play. Textbook there, Tom. Great defense by, of course, McClellan and Wilcoxon, making it look easy there. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
That was lightning quick. And to get a guy like Zeb Roos, he just legged out a base hit to start the 4th inning. And not an easy guy to get on a double play. Very quick transition from the glove of McClellan to Wilcoxon, and a bullet over to Doskow for a 4-6-3 double play.
There's a fly ball now. Ben Ferguson, first pitch. He's swinging, and that's going to be caught by Malik Bolin, and that's going to end things here in the bottom of the 5th. So we'll head to the top of the 6th. The Diamond Hoppers clinging to a 5-4 lead over the Bloomfield Beavers. We'll be right back.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's field here in the top of the 6th. As you see, some of the kids around the dugout trying to get some autographs. And tell you what, man. Remember those days, just hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Being at Tiger games, coming early, catching batting practice, trying to get a ball, trying to get an autograph.
And it's super cool too, because I mean, for these guys, the players, they're on their way to start climbing up the ranks and maybe getting a minor league contract. So if you're able to get an autograph now while they're in the USPBL, I mean, and they make it to the show. That's a very valuable autograph you got right there on a Hoppers or a Beavers scorecard.
And Carolyn is back out for the 6th inning here. So see how long he can go for. Leading things off for the Beavers will be Malik Bolin.
Want to give a final line on starter Greg Lokinen for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers. He went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs. All 5 were earned. He walked 2 and struck out 6. Good start for Greg. He just left a few too many pitches over the plate, and against a good Hoppers team, they're going to make you pay, and they did with a home run and a string of hits in the 4th.
First pitch misses for a ball to Malik Bolin. Pitch by Carolden. That one's fouled into the netting, and it's 1-1.
Coming into today, Carolden had only thrown 7 innings in his 2 starts. And now he's working into his 6th inning in just 1 appearance.
There you see Maldonado warming up in the bullpen for the Diamond Hoppers. That one's fouled away, and it's 1-2. That wasn't Maldonado, that was Russ for the Diamond Hoppers warming up in the bullpen. That one's fouled away. Still stays at 1-2.
4 straight retired for Carolden on the mound. Wants to continue the hot hand that he had in the 5th inning, sending down the Beavers 1-2-3. But now you deal with that bottom half of the lineup, starting here with the 5-spot Bolin. There's no weak spots right now in this Beavers lineup. They've figured it out here today.
Swing and a miss. Bolin goes down swinging. So Carolden gets a big strikeout there, and we got 1 out here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up Max McClellan for the Beavers.
And Carolden's still got a lot of juice left in that arm as he's approaching 80 pitches. That ball was on the outside corner at 91 miles an hour, more like 92, 93 it looked like. Nice to see Ryan still got a lot of juice left in that arm as he's approaching the later half of this ball game.
Oh, watch out. Did that get him? No, at first it looked like it hit him, but did not.
He didn't sell it all that well. Sometimes guys will kind of be a little more theatric about something like that. But also, I think McClellan wants to swing, and he's got a couple of ground outs to second base today. Needs a nice line drive swing here the opposite way.
Strike called on Max McClellan, and it's 1-1. Carolden ready to sets and delivers. Oh, watch out.
That one got him.
Yep, that one got him for sure. And a hit by a pitch by Carolden.
We mentioned earlier in the
McClellan
broadcast.
will be heading over to first base.
The spot that Carolden misses the most is high and inside to a right-handed hitter, or vice versa, outside to a lefty. And that's the first time that Carolden's gone that far up and in and connected with a batter.
Yeah, the last couple pitches have got away from him, so keep an eye on things here as E.J. Daskow steps in for the Beavers. Runner on first, 1 out, top of the 6th. 5-4, Diamond Hoppers lead it. Another wild pitch there, and McClellan will head to third base. He just keeps on going. He never stopped. So he gets 2 extra bags on that one. Heads over to third base now, and McClellan on third base, 1 out.
Hey, chance to tie this ball game right up here for the Beavs. Hard ground ball up the middle. We'll see if the Hoppers play in on the grass. It doesn't look like they are at the moment, but also heads-up job from Max McClellan as he picked up his third base coach, rounding second, realizing that he could take third just by how far that ball popped away from Hughes. Witt has to keep that ball in front on a spiked fastball.
That one misses for a ball, and it's 2-0.
So it doesn't look like the Hoppers are going to play in and try to get that runner from third base. So a ground ball should get the job done and tie this ball game up.
Russ continues to throw on the bullpen for the Diamond Hoppers. Here's the pitch by Carolden. Ground ball to shortstop. Oh, and Shire cannot handle it. And McClellan scores a ball that you would have thought would have been routine. But he cannot field it. And we are tied up at 5 apiece.
It's been a great back and forth battle. That's the first run that was, I guess, unearned right there, as there's the first error of the ball game on Jake Shire. He tried to play it on the run, a forehand kind of charging in as he was running. He had enough time to be able to field and throw on to first base there.
Strike called on Ranko Stefanovic, as that was the 86th pitch by Carolden.
We've seen a few runners now for the Beavers make their trip around the bases after a walk and a wild pitch.
Carolden pitches, and that one's fouled off to the right side. And it's 0-2.
We saw it back in the 4th inning. Stefanovic at the dish right now. He walked, and then a wild pitch got him to second, and then Wilcoxon doubled him in. And same thing here. You had a hit by pitch to McClennan. He was able to take second and then third on a wild pitch. And the error off the bat of Dasco gets the run in.
Fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught.
It's the first time Stefanovic's been retired today. He was 1 for 1 with a walk, a double, and 2 runs scored.
Schellenberger makes the catch there, and it's 2 outs. And Wilcoxon now at the plate for the Beavers. The pitch right down the middle for a strike called.
Good start for Carolden right there. Want to keep the inning where it is with just that 1 run scored. I think he would have scored anyways. The runner at first base, I mean, that's an out right there if Shire's able to make the play. But regardless, it would have been a 5-5 ball game.
It's a ground ball to shortstop. That's going to be fielded by Shire, and he throws it over to second base for the force, and that's going to do it here for the Beavers in the top of the 6th. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. It's a tie game, 5-5 here on the USPBL network. Stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the USPBL network. Andrew Verbrugge back out on the mound for the Beavers in a 5-5 ball game.
It's funny, Enver, we talked pregame about the stellar pitching matchup that we were going to get, and thinking it was going to be a close game, or sorry, not a close game, a low-scoring ball game. And that's just not been the case today. Both pitchers, Carolden's still going, but both of them hit up a little bit. Both have had 5 runs, or multiple runs scored on them. 5 for Laukkanen, 4 on the edge for Carolden. So I mean, a lot of great swings we've seen today from both squads, and it's got to be a real optimistic point here for the Beavers that they've scored 11 runs in their first 5 games. I mean, that's tough to do. That's not a lot of run scoring at all. And here, they've popped off for 5 runs, looking for more.
Great shot there by our camera guy here, and as the sun sets here at Jimmy John's Field in downtown Utica. For Brugge, first pitch to Jake Shire is a ball. Swing and a miss there, and it's 1-1. For Brugge, sets and delivers. That misses for a ball, and it's 2-1 on Jake Shire.
It's going to come down to the bullpens now to finish up this contest. Which team can keep runners off the base paths, and a big key is walks. Who can limit those?
Strike call there. Good pitch by Verbrugge, and it's 2-2 on Jake Shire.
As we can point to one instance on both sides where a walk has turned into a run just one batter later.
Swing and a miss, and Shire goes down swinging. A big strikeout for Verbrugge, and it's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And strikeout number 1 for Andrew. He's retired 4 in a row.
Bryant Schellenberger now at the plate for the Beavers. Of course, he got things started, gave them the first lead of the game, 2-0, with that 2-run Oppo home run to left field. A line drive that got out of here quickly. There's a good pitch by Verbrugge, and he's starting to get into a little groove now, Tom.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a breaking ball that started off the plate outside and curled right back in, backdoor style.
That one misses low, and it's 1-1 to Schellenberger.
And now Bryant facing a right-hander for the first time today, so favoring him, even though he had a 2-run jack off of the lefty.
That one just misses inside, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Verbrugge to Schellenberger. Ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to be fielded by McClellan. Throw over to first. And Schellenberger is out, and we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Nice job from Andrew. He continues to get weak contact. Rolled up that 4-6-3 double play last inning. And a couple other ground outs and a strikeout to go with it as well. Really liking what I'm seeing out of the hand of Verbrugge.
That'll bring up Todd Maddox. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, there's a strike call right down the middle. Tell you what, Verbrugge's command right now is spot on.
I mean, I can't say enough about it. And he's getting all those curveballs to go for strikes right now.
And one misses outside, and it's 1-1. Picture perfect night here at Jimmy John's Field. Beautiful night for baseball. The 1-1 pitch to Maddox. That one misses outside, and it's 2-1.
And the temperature, too, is, I mean, that's perfect. Because some nights, you know, it's a little humid in the mid to low 80s. It's a cool 72 degrees and a little breeze. Can't beat it.
The 2-1 pitch to Maddox. That one just misses outside, and it's 3-1. Well, things will start to heat up here in the next couple of days. We're supposed to be back into the 80s this weekend and into next week. Summer is approaching.
That ball's going to jump off the bats a little farther, too.
3-1 pitch to Maddox. And that misses for a ball, and Maddox draws a 2-out walk here in the bottom of the 7th.
It's been a theme tonight, Enver. 2-out base runners, specifically the 2-out walk. And now with Whit Hughes coming up, he had an RBI single his last time up. Don't count these hoppers out here in the 6th inning. They could do some damage with 2 gone and now 1 on.
See what Whit Hughes can do here with 2 outs with a runner on first in a tie ball game. It's been a good one here at Jimmy John's Field. Here's the pitch by Verbrugge. Swing and a miss by Hughes.
And if I'm Verbrugge right now, topping out at about 86, 87 miles an hour, I'm trying to use that fastball in the outer half here to Hughes and get that breaking ball down and away in the outside corner.
Oh, he's taken off. Throw down to second, and he's going to be in there for Maddox. So a stolen base for Maddox. And there's a runner on second now. 1-1 count to Hughes, but he took off before he was even in his windup.
I was just about to say that was all on Andrew Verbrugge. I mean, Stefanovic would have had him at second base, but a heck of a jump from Maddox.
There's a pitch that is a strike call, and it's 1-2 on Hughes.
Sometimes as a base runner, when you're attempting to steal a bag and you get there, sometimes the fault is on the catcher for not having a quick enough throw or an accurate throw, but sometimes it's on the pitcher for being too predictable in his motion.
That one misses outside, and it's 2-2.
It was Maddox down there at first who read and memorized the timing of Verbrugge on the mound, and when he knew for a fact that Verbrugge was committed to going home, that's when Maddox was able to take off early and get that great jump.
Good heads-up base running there by Maddox. Strike call, and Hughes goes down looking, and Verbrugge, that'll do it for the 6th inning. We've played 6 here at Jimmy John's Field. It's 5-5 between the Diamond Hoppers and Eastside, or the Diamond Hoppers and the Bloomfield Hill Beavers. We'll be right back here on the USPBL Network. Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field. The fans having a great time here on Fireworks Friday night. And we have a new pitcher for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. It's Delmas Russ. Break it down, Tom.
Delmas earned his very first win of the 2024 season in a walk-off victory against the Unicorns last week. And Delmas only has 2 innings pitched. He pitched 1 inning in relief in that last win against the Unicorns where he earned the victory. He's only given up 1 run, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts in those 2 innings. I don't care. If you have 5 strikeouts in 2 innings, you're a heck of a pitcher. And Delmas gets a huge swing and a miss. He does a nice job on the mound, throwing his slider 55% of the time. His fastball, his four-seam fastball, at just over 40%. So right now for these Beavers hitters, they got to be expecting that slider away from the right-handed hitter and prepare for that fastball coming in at about 90 miles an hour.
So Delmas now throwing his last couple tune-up pitches here as we begin to play the top of the 7th. Again, it's Italian American Heritage Night presented by Vincent Joe's. And almost a near sellout crowd here at Jimmy John's Field.
Also want to give that final line on starter for the Hoppers, Ryan Carolden. He went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Nice outing for Ryan, just a couple of innings where he got hit up. That's 3rd and 4th inning were the big ones.
Leading things off for the Beavers, Brandon Perez.
Give credit to Ryan, though. He had 3 of his 6 innings were 1-2-3 frames. Quick innings for Ryan. So got to take something out of that as well.
There's a ground ball foul. And it's 1-1 on Brandon Perez.
Quiet day so far for Brandon. He's put 2 balls in the air along with a strikeout. So either looking to put something on the ground or on a line here.
The 1-1 pitch by Russ to Perez. Strike call. That's a good pitch there. And it's 1-2.
And there's that slider that swings in and high near the hands of the lefty.
Oh, Russ now the 1-2 pitch to Perez. Fly ball, and that's going to drop foul. Good hustle there by So we got a 1-2 count here for Perez. The pitch by Russ. Swing and a miss. And he goes down swinging. Strikeout for Russ.
Make that now 6 strikeouts in 7 recorded outs for Delmas Russ. Because, I mean, that's 2 1/3 innings pitched now, and my goodness, that's another wipe-away slide piece down and in at the feet of a left-handed hitter that is unhittable. I mean, he's really showing off his stuff here in his first couple of outings.
Pietrowski now at the plate for the Beavers. First pitch is away for a ball.
Delmas also a pretty tall guy. He's coming in about 6'4", and his length in his legs, when he comes to a full pitching motion, that ball gets out of his hand a little closer to home plate than the normal guy would. Because of how long his legs are, he's able to, I guess, reach out a little farther with that throwing hand.
And there was a pitch clock violation there by Russ. And it's now 2-0. First pitch clock violation of the game, Tom.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Usually these pitchers are pretty disciplined with it.
That one misses away, and it's 3-0.
But something like that can kind of put you out of whack in an at-bat, because you were looking at a 1-0, thinking of a pitch to throw, and then you take too long, boom, you have to think of a different pitch that you might throw in a 2-0 count rather than 1-0.
The 3-0 pitch here to Pietrowski. Fly ball to center field. That's deep. That's going to get over the head of Roos. And Pietrowski's going for 3, and he's in there for a stand-up triple. How about that, Tom? He got all of that one, all the way to the warning track. That was about 395 feet.
Yeah, I mean, he hit that on the nose, off of the wall on one hop. Tough play for Zeb Roos. He would have had to clamber into the wall there to even have a chance at making a catch. And Pietrowski can fly, so getting over to third base was no issue for him. What an outing to start for Pietrowski. 2 for 4 so far with 2 RBIs and a triple.
Ray Hilbrick now at the plate for the Beavers. He'll swing on the first pitch, and he'll hit that foul into the umbrella suites.
And how about this, Enver? That was a 3-0 pitch that he hammered right there. So, you know, not even looking to work through the at-bat.
That was a hard hit ball.
He took that middle fastball and unloaded.
So Russ now getting ready to, he'll set, deliver to Hilbrick. Ooh, watch out, it almost hit him too. It's 1-1.
That's what's going to happen with that slider sometimes. It has a little too much movement, and it can come inside and almost hit a left-handed hitter in Hilbrick here. So
the Beavers now looking to take the lead here in a 5-5 ball game.
Hopper's still playing back on defense. A ground ball will do it.
That one misses outside, and it's 2-1.
This is how the Beavers scratched their run across to tie the game back in the 6th inning. It was a runner on third base for E.J. Dosko, who bounced one to shortstop. And I think the Hoppers might go infield in here with just one gone. But right now they're conceding the run. They must know their offense has a big inning waiting for them in the last 3 innings.
Very possible. 2-1 now pitch to Ray Hilbrick. Again, that misses for a ball, and it's 3-1. So Russ now looking at a 3-1 count to Hilbrick. Here's the pitch. again misses outside for a ball, and Hilbrick draws a one-out walk. Now we got runners on the corners for the Beavers, and I thought this was coming. I think he needs a meeting now. He needs to settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, head coach Ryan Kotke out to the mound just to have partially a conversation with Russ, but also with the pitcher-catcher duo here, trying to think about what they're going to do here with runners on first and third. Ray Hilbrick, he can steal a bag, so I would not be surprised if Ray tries to take second to get the double play out of order. And it all depends on what Hughes is going to do with the ball. Is he going to throw down and try to nab the runner at second? Are they going to throw it to a cutoff infielder to try to get the runner at third? Hughes could also pump fake the throw and look down at third base at Piotrowski. So if you're Matt over at third base standing over there, you want to be very, very careful on where this ball goes if the runner steals. But also, not too bad for the Hoppers right now, as Burgos could put a ball on the ground up the middle for a double play.
Burgos takes the first pitch high, and it's one ball now.
Russ really needs to keep the runner, Hilbrick, close over there at first base. Hilbrick's 2 for 2 stealing bases so far this year.
The 1-0 pitch to Burgos. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Carolden was able to strike out O'Neill Burgos back in the second inning on a couple of sliders just like that, diving low and away, and then he finally got him strike 3 on a changeup that was sinking down at the feet, middle. So if he can keep the, Burgos off balance here with a couple of off-speed pitches, it could be big for the Hops.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Burgos. Swing and a miss. So Russ with 2 big strikes there. It's 1-2 on O'Neill Burgos.
Hughes got to keep it in front right here. You could see the wipe away slider from Russ. If it's in the dirt, Hughes has got to keep it in front to protect that runner.
Oh, swing and a miss, and he lost his bat. Wow, I tell you what, that's a big strikeout for Russ, and I tell you what, that confidence now back for him.
That's 2 strikeouts in the inning for Delmas, and that's a game changer. With
that was a nasty pitch.
Oh, I mean, he's been throwing it all day, but that type of movement, we haven't seen that yet. That pitch, I mean, swung east to west across the seaboard, I swear.
2 outs now, runners still on the corners, and Malik, that leaves it up for Malik Bolin. That one's in the dirt for a ball.
Nice block from Hughes. With the runner at third base in a tie ball game, you can't ask of anything else from your catcher.
No doubt.
And Bolin, he struck out swinging his last time up, so good news for Delmas Russ, who's trying to replicate that same at-bat. Malik started off the 6th inning with a strikeout.
Ooh, that one. Another great play by catcher there.
Yeah, he was coming out of the crouch there to save that pitch. We saw back last week in a doubleheader, the Unicorns had bases loaded, 2 outs in a tie ball game. A wild pitch walked it off for the Hoppers.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Malik Bolin. That one misses again, and it's 3-0.
Uncharacteristic of Russ here, starting out 3-0 on any hitter whatsoever. He's still using that slider. He's just not getting any piece of the plate here.
Here's the 3-0 pitch by Russ to Bolin. And that one misses low, and Bolin is on base, and now the bases loaded with 2 outs, and a big opportunity now here, Tom, for Max McClellan.
0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and a run scored today for Max. Any ground ball up the middle should be out number 3. Anywhere on the infield should be out number 3. So Max trying to clutch up here with a 2-out swing and break a tie ball game.
So Russ now getting ready. He'll set and deliver to Max McClellan. That one's inside for a ball.
It's 5 straight now out of the hand for Russ. Got to find the zone with 1 pitch, and he'll be right back to normal.
The 1-0 pitch to McClellan. That one misses away, and it's 2-0.
Beautiful stop from Hughes. I mean, he's just being a wall back there right now.
Absolutely, 3 times.
Yeah, Russ left that in the opposite batter's box, and he's diving over there to keep it in front. And he knows the situation better than anybody right now.
So Russ with a 2-0 count to McClellan. see what he has in store here. The pitch. And it's 3-0. What are you seeing right now from Russ? Seems like a little, like he's overthrown.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
same, you took it right out of my mouth.
That's the first thing I noticed is like he just needs to settle down and just seeing a lot and seeing that he looks like he's just overthrowing now.
Yeah. He's got to throw a slider middle right here. I don't think McLennan's going to go after it.
That one's a strike call, and it's 3-1 on McClellan. Needed that one.
And now it's anybody's game right now. A competitive pitch is going to get a swing from McLennan, but anything borderline, I think Max is going to lay off here. They want to take the lead any way possible.
3-1 pitch to McClellan. And that one just misses outside, in a bases loaded walk will bring in the go-ahead run as Piotrowski crosses the plate, and the Beavers with a 6-5 lead. And here comes another visit by the Beavers pitching coach. And we're going to have a pitching change, I believe.
Definitely.
Yep, here comes trying to spot who's coming out of the bullpen for the... Yep, it'll be Caleb Rush coming in for Russ for a pitching change. So we're going to toss at the break here. Caleb Rush takes over for Russ. Bases loaded with 2 outs. And the Beavers with a 6-5 lead. We'll be right back right after this.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
I'm Anthony Tomey, CEO of Tomey Group, and we're one of the largest Jimmy John franchisees in the country. We were using a national payroll company that would only do the payroll, and we had another branch that would only do healthcare benefits, and then we also had another group of HR. So having a company like Tryon that's able to do all 3 of those things in one makes life so much easier for us. The PEO model that Tryon does so well helps us keep our quality employees.
And that's why we rely on Tryon.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
Welcome back to Jimmy John's Field. Bases loaded now as Caleb Rush takes over for the Diamond Hoppers. 2 outs and a... Oh, that's going to be caught! Wow, what a snag by the second baseman. Bailey Martin saves the day. Incredible catch.
That was a laser beam from E.J. Dosco.
First pitch by Caleb Rush. And Martin makes a tremendous catch. So we're going to head to the bottom of the 7th. The Beavers do get a run. They take a 6-5 lead. And we are in our, that's the 7th inning stretch, Tom. Sponsored by the Genesis Credit Union. Take me out to the ball game. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field on this Fireworks Friday night in the bottom of the 7th inning. We got a good one for you, folks. 6-5, the Beavers lead the Diamond Hoppers. And we have a new pitcher for the Beavers, Tom. It's John LaGuire Cruz.
And Cruz making his 3rd appearance of the season. He's coming in relief for Andrew Verbrugge. Verbrugge pretty solid in his 2 innings of work. Did not give up a run, just 2 walks, but sat down 2 via the strikeout. Now we look over to LaGuire Cruz. He's got a 9 ERA, but only 2 innings pitched. And the reason of that is he's allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. He's got 3 strikeouts and no walks in those 2 innings. I remember earlier this season, the Beavers picked up their solo-only win on the year because of John LaGuire Cruz. He came in late, got a couple of big strikeouts to freeze the ball game, and he's looking to do the same thing right here with a 6-5 lead. But before we dive in right now, let's talk about Bailey Martin and that catch he made at second base, because E.J. Dosko would have blown this game wide open.
Saved 2 runs.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Maybe even 3 with who was possibly on the base paths.
Yep. Yeah, that was a heck of a catch. But LaGuire Cruz will face Blake Van Diver here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is a ball outside. That might be a catch you want to remember.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Especially for the last couple of innings that we're going to go into here. I don't know if we're going to get them all in. We'll see.
There's a pitch low, and it's 2-0 now on Van Diver. We are 2 hours and 8 minutes into this game. Bottom of the 7th. There's a ball that's sliced to left field. That's going to be caught by Bolin for the Beavers, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th.
Just a little too much tail on that baseball from Van Diver. Trying to get on any way he can. He had an RBI swing his last time up back in the 4th inning, but going the opposite way, you can never complain there. And LaGuire Cruz, you don't see that good of contact out of the hand of him.
Speak of the devil, Bailey Martin at the plate. A little defensive gem that he made, saved at least 2 runs. See what he can do at the plate now on offense. That one misses for a ball, and it's 2-0 on Bailey Martin.
And this can be an at-bat right here that Martin's able to extend and maybe draw a walk at some point and just battle off a couple of pitches. Any way on for the Hoppers right now. As we said earlier in the game, they have upwards of 40 walks in the first 6 games of the year.
That one misses as well, and it's 3-0 on Bailey Martin.
And that's partially on the pitchers they're facing, but also their discipline at the plate, being patient and knowing the strike zone better than anybody else.
So the 3-0 pitch by Cruz to Bailey Martin. Strike call. Oh, then it's 3-1.
Yeah, upper inner corner. Obviously, that strike zone always expands on 3-0 for the home plate umpire. But now you got to go if you're Martin. Anything close? Not anything close. It's got to be a good pitch, but still want to try to attack.
That one misses inside, and Bailey Martin draws a walk here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out.
And Martin's a guy that's going to try to steal a base as well. He's 2 for 2 on the year.
So the tying run is on first base for the Diamond Hoppers. And that will leave it up to Noah Marcoux. Cruz sets and delivers. There's that is crossed to left center. That's going to drop into the gap off the wall. And they're calling it a ground rule double.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it was close, but yeah, absolutely the right call.
It definitely was a ground rule double because it's tough for our eyes to see right now.
It hit the top of the yellow.
It did, yeah. But it also hit the netting above the yellow. So there's some netting that covers the scoreboard there. And then once it took that bounce, it ricocheted off the netting. So if there's no net there, that ball's going over the fence.
For sure.
On one hop, obviously. So just like that, with 1 gone, Noah Marcoux delivers another big double.
Now the Diamond Hoppers in business. Runners on second and third. One out, down 6-5. And Zeb Roos hits one to the shortstop. Throw over to first in time as Wilcoxon makes the throw to first, but that brings in the tying run. So Bailey Martin crosses home plate. And it's 6-6 here in the bottom of the seventh. So job is taken care of for the Beavers. They get that tying run across.
Well done from Roos. Before the Beavers can even think about bringing the infield in, he slaps a ground ball to shortstop. Money from Zeb. He ends the day, but right now he's 1 for 3 with a base hit, a run scored, and an RBI.
So Ben Ferguson now at the plate. That was I believe, a foul ball. 1 strike. Marcoux moves over to third base. So the winning run, go-ahead runs on third base for the Diamond Hoppers. Well, I tell you what, man, it's been the story of the night has been lead changes in this one.
And a lot of one-run innings since the bottom of the third. I mean, you're looking at the board right now. We have 4 different one-run frames since the 4th inning, and that's what's just been, back and forth, punch for punch.
That one misses for a ball to Ferguson, and it's 1-1.
That was Marcoux's 3rd extra base hit of the year, his 2nd double, and for Zeb Roos, give him now 6 RBIs on the season.
1-1, 2 outs. Ferguson. The pitch, swing and a miss by Ben Ferguson. So Cruz, they 1-2 count to Ferguson with 2 outs, and Marcoux on third base for the Diamond Hoppers. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt, and a great stop there by Stefanovic. Really saved the run.
I mean, that's a textbook catcher play right there. That's a spiked fastball that Stefanovic's able to take his chest protector and angle it straight down into the dirt, deadening the baseball. If he keeps that chest up, it's going to ricochet towards the first or third base line.
There's a shot to deep center field, and it's going to be caught by Perez, and the Hoppers get out of him. Almost went over his head, but they did score a run, and we are tied up at 6 apiece here. Diamond Hoppers and the Beavers on the USPBL Network. We head to the top of the 8th. We'll be right back.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's field here. We head to the top of the 8th inning in a 6-6 ball game. What an exciting baseball game we've had here tonight, Tom.
It's been awesome during Italian Heritage Night. Get a little extra curriculars outside of just the ball game. So we have fireworks both on the field and here in the stands, and it's going to be Caleb Rush called on for another inning of work against this Beavers offense in a tie ball game. Caleb Rush, we didn't get to his numbers.
Yeah, go ahead and break it down.
Because, I mean, it was a line drive on one swing, but Rush so far 2 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 3 runs, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Rush came into a tough position late last weekend in a doubleheader game. He gave up 3 runs. Those are the 3 runs that he's given up in his 2 outings against the Unicorns in a 6-4 loss in extra innings.
So Rush now 1-0-1, to Stefanovic here. The pitch. Strike call. The good pitch there, and it's 1-1.
8-9-1 hitters coming up here for the Beavs. And Stefanovic's had a pretty solid day. He's got an extra base hit and a walk with 2 runs scored, and Wilcoxon on deck. He's also got a double.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Stefanovic, and that's fouled back into the netting.
And this twilight sky is it's starting to get a little darker, but right now is when a fly ball is going to play tricks on the eyes of the outfielders. Sometimes you can get that ball lost up there in this twilight sky that is not officially turned dark.
Oh, that one gets away from Caleb Rush there, and it's 1-2.
Stefanovic's going to battle. He worked a 3-2 count into a walk back in the 4th inning. Flew out deep to right field his last time.
Oh, watch out there. I mean, that ball just slipped out of his hands.
Yep. No other way to say it.
Yeah,
it just came on out.
I don't know what else to say there, but 2-2 here now on Stefanovic. Two pitch. Misses low and outside, and it's 3-2. Timeout called. Another pitch clock violation. Wow, that's a walk. Wow, that's huge.
Oh, man.
3-2. Second one called here.
Those are the mental mistakes that can lose you ball games right there. Lead-off walk to Stefanovic. He's got base-stealing power, but on 3-2 there, you have to make up your mind a little bit sooner because that pitch clock is dwindling down. You only get 18 seconds between pitches to throw it. So right now, Rush is going to be a little more attentive to that.
As Wilcoxon squares to bunt. Brings it back in time, and it's a ball. So Stefanovic on first base. 1 ball to Wilcoxon. The pitch by Rush. Strike called, and it's 1-1.
Ground out to shortstop his last time for Ben. He did double down the 3rd base line to drive in a run in the 4th. Also flew out to right field back in the 3rd inning.
1-1 pitch to Wilcoxon. Misses for a ball, and it's 2-1.
Not missing by much right there from Rush. Caleb, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts so far in his 2 1/3 innings.
2-1 pitch by Rush to Wilcoxon. That one's high, and it's 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Caleb Rush to Wilcoxon. Swing and a miss, and it's a full count. So Rush now, full count with Stefanovic on first base. Sets and delivers. That one misses. So close, but Wilcoxon draws a walk, and now runners on first and second for the Beavers with no outs here in the top of the 8th.
That's bad to worse right there for the Hoppers. Stefanovic's able to get the free pass on a pitch clock violation, and right there, that's just a manufactured walk from Wilcox. And Rush has got to find the strike zone here and now with 2 on and nobody out.
So Brandon Perez now at the plate for the Beavers, and that one's fouled away into the bullpen, over the bullpen. So Caleb Rush and the Diamond Hoppers desperately need an out here.
And we've already seen the Hops turn a double play up the middle. It was a 4-6-3 back in the second inning. That'd be clutch if they got one of those now.
That one misses as well. It's 1-1.
Doesn't get any easier with Matt Piotrowski on deck. He was 2 for 4 with a triple, a single, and 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. And that's
He's had a great night tonight.
Yeah, what a debut.
Yeah. The 1-1 pitch by Rush, and that one is going to be dropping for a base hit. And Stefanovic scores to give the Beavers a 7-6 lead. So well done by the Beavers as they get the go-ahead run there. And as it just drops in, and the Beavers now take a 7-6 lead.
Great piece of hitting from Brandon Perez. He was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts coming in, and he said, I'm forgetting about every single one of those at-bats before this. I'm focused right now, and I'm due. And boy, did Perez drop that down the left field line to give his team the lead. Nice swing.
Now it leaves it for Piotrowski now at the plate as Rush delivers a strike, and it's 0-1. So runners on first and second for the Beavers, and still no outs here. Piotrowski at the plate.
1 run in the last 3 innings for the Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers to come all the way back in this one.
There's a, wow, almost, is that a foul ball?
That was a wild pitch.
Wild pitch, oh, I'm sorry, okay. Yeah, wild pitch.
It looked possibly a check swing right there. I don't think he went around at all, but it just got a piece of the shoulder of Hughes. And that was a high bounce, not something that Witt could keep in front, because that ball bounced right on the grass cutout in front of home plate and takes a mighty hop up towards the chin of Hughes. And he would have had to stand up out of his crouch to even keep that thing in front. A tough play right there for him. And now the infield is in for the Hoppers as they need to keep this a 1-run game.
So a 1-1 count to Piotrowski, Caleb Rush. As the infield is in, as you said, swing and a miss. Big strike there, and it's 1-2 now on Piotrowski.
Also, Brandon Perez just grabbed his 3rd RBI and 5th total hit this season.
That one misses for a ball, and it's 2-2.
And Enver, over the last couple of innings, we talked about it back in the 6th. This game was heavily relied on by the bullpens as it was a tie ball game late, and it was going to be who limits the walks. Delmas Russ came in and walked 3 in 2/3 of an inning, and now Caleb Rush has already walked 2 this frame.
That one misses for another ball, and it's a full count. So Piotrowski now 3-2 counting him. Runners on second and third, excuse me. And I tell you what, Caleb Rush and this, again, they need an out badly. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, they got it. What a big strikeout there by Caleb Rush. One down in the top of the 8th.
Love to see that from Caleb right there. 3-2, blocked everything else out, short memory, and drills a fastball on the lower outer corner.
So that'll bring up Ray Hilbrick, and they're going to walk him, Tom.
I think that's the right move right there.
You got a bases loaded, 1 out. I mean, you have a base empty.
Maybe with Piotrowski, who was just up and rattled the ball off the center field wall on 1 hop for a triple last time up. But Ray is considered one of the best hitters on this Beavers team, so I don't blame them for walking him. But it doesn't get any easier. O'Neal Burgos comes to the dish. He's already got an RBI base hit today and another very dangerous bat.
The Beavers have an opportunity to just bust this game wide open. Burgos takes a ball from Rush, and it's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Burgos. Strike call, and it's 1-1.
O'Neal struck out swinging back in his first and 4th at-bats, and it was relied upon by a lot of off-speed sliders away. Rush, he throws his curveball only 28% of the time. It's all fastballs right now.
And it's another swing and a miss by Burgos, and it's 1-2 now. Again, bases loaded. 1 out. Top of the 8th inning. Beavers lead at 7-6. Here's the pitch by Rush. That's a foul ball down the third base line.
Not by much. That was close.
Straighten that out a little bit, and possibly that stays fair. It's possible all 3 runs score there.
Oh, yeah. Got speed on the base paths all the way around.
So 1-2 pitch by Burgos. The pitch is fouled away. Out of play. Stays at 1-2.
Good fight from O'Neill right here. He wants to continue to extend this lead. We haven't seen the Beavers score more than 1 run since the 3rd. They put up 3 runs in the 3rd. Ever since then, they've had 4 one-run innings. Trying to make up a crooked number right here.
The pitch by Rush, swing and a miss. What a great pitch and a big out for the Diamond Hoppers as Burgos goes down swinging. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Still bases loaded. That'll leave it up to Malik Bolin.
Can't ask for much more from Caleb Rush right there. Yeah, he gave up that base hit after back-to-back walks to Bramden Perez, but he's been great since. 2 strikeouts sandwiched between that intentional walk.
Bolin, did he swing? Yes, he did.
A good check.
Thought he did.
Hughes.
Yeah. 1 strike there on Bolin. As Rush looks to get out of this inning, his jam here in the top of the 8th. That one just misses outside, and it's 1-1. Update from Boston. The Red Sox leading the Tigers 7-3 in the top of the 9th. Here we go. Caleb Rush now, the 1-1 pitch to Bolin. There's a shot to center field, but that's going to be right at Roos, and that'll end the inning. Didn't have to move. It came right to him. So we've played 7.5 here. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Beavers 7, the Hoppers 6 here on the USPBL network.
What are the odds that we're neighbors, where you've known each other our whole lives, and both tear the exact same things in this exact same knee?
So an ACL tear is an injury to the main stabilizing structure of the knee.
You want a good team around you because then you know that what you're doing is going to help you in the long run.
My message to everyone who's helped me, thank you so much because you guys helped me progress so much.
Also hearing it from a friend that's went through the exact same thing, I think sort of helps that know that there's a bright side at the end.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
And welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field here in beautiful downtown Utica. We've head to the bottom of the 8th inning here on Fireworks Friday night. And John LaGuire Cruz still on the mound here for the Beavers, Tom. And go ahead.
Good inning last one for LaGuire Cruz. I know he gave up that run on the RBI ground out from Zeb Roos, but he got a couple of flyouts, gave up that 1 double. It's been mostly weak contact out of the hand of LaGuire Cruz, besides that double from Marcoux.
So Jake Shire leads things off for the Diamond Hoppers here. First pitch is a ball high.
Eastside trying to do the same thing, get that leadoff man aboard. If they can do it via the walk as well, it's even better, especially with Shire, who runs well. He needs to find a way on today. He's 0 for 3.
That one's right down the middle for a strike call, and it's 1-1.
A lot of fastballs coming out of the hand of LaGuire Cruz about 70% of the time, and he'll mix in the slider the rest of the way.
Pitch just misses inside, and it's 2-1 on Jake Shire. That one is a ball as well, and it's 3-1. That was very close.
Missed by a tad. Not by much at all. Nice pitch from LaGuire Cruz.
7-6 Beavers in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch, and that one's a strike called as Shire was heading down the first base.
Yeah, more times than not, when a guy starts to trot down before the call is made, he's going to be brought back, especially if it's a borderline pitch.
Absolutely. Full count now on Jake Shire as Cruz sets and delivers. That one misses for a ball, and Shire does draw a walk. So leadoff hitter gets on base for the Diamond Hoppers. And Bryant Schellenberger steps to the plate for Eastside.
Brian trying to dig up some magic from the second inning where he went deep. A 2-run shot to left center field, opposite field for Bryant. Gave his team a 2-0 lead. And it's been a battle ever since.
Cruz now sets, delivers to Schellenberger. That one's sliced foul out of play.
Fastball heavy pitcher in LaGuire Cruz. That helps out Schellenberger a lot right now. He can still hit the off-speed pitch, but if he's able to get a fastball middle, he doesn't miss it very often.
So Shire now, or excuse me, Schellenberger at the plate. Shire on first base, 0-1 to Schellenberger. Another one fouled away, and it's 0-2.
He's just underneath it a tad bit. That back shoulder dropping a little bit. He's flaring it off to the left side there. Still a good swing from Bryant. Just couldn't get on top of it a little bit to drive it in the gap. Let's see if he goes slider or fastball here from LaGuire Cruz.
0-2 pitch to Schellenberger, misses for a ball.
Since the home run for Bryant, he struck out swinging and bounced out to second base.
The 1-2 pitch now from Cruz to Schellenberger. That one's fouled down the third base side. Still at 1-2.
That wind blowing out to left field right now as well. If Schellenberger is able to get something high and deep, that jet stream could do the rest.
Here's the pitch. 1-2 to Shire's taken off. Throw down to second. Not in time, and Shire's got a steal as he moves into scoring position now as the Diamond Hoppers look to tie this ball game up. It's a 2-2 count on Schellenberger.
And here's where the at-bat changes. He's got 2 strikes on him with a runner at second base. All you got to do is put a bouncing ball to the right side to advance him to third.
That one, another one fouled out of play. Well, Schellenberger working the count here. Really good at bat by him.
He's making LaGuire Cruz throw a ton of pitches here in this AB. If he's able to get one on the ground to second base, he does his job.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Schellenberger. That one misses low for a ball, and we got a full count.
Heck of an at-bat from the 7-hitter here, Schellenberger.
Cruz sets and delivers. Another one misses inside for a ball. Schellenberger now reaches first base, and the Diamond Hoppers now in business. Runners on first and second base. down 7-6, and Todd Maddox is up at the plate for the Diamond Hoppers.
Got to give credit to Jake Shire and Brian Schellenbarger, both working 3-2 full counts. Schellenbarger knocking away foul every single pitch he saw that was decent, and he draws the walk. Well done from those guys.
Cruz's first pitch is right down the middle for a strike called.
Base hit and a run scored back in the fourth for Todd. A base hit should score the runner Shire. Outfielders, are fairly deep except for the center fielder Perez, who's a few steps in.
Another pitch, beautiful, right down the middle for a strike call, and it's 0-2 on Todd Maddox.
And that's the type of Jonathan LaGuire Cruz that we're used to seeing for the Beavers, dotting up on the lower outside corner with a couple of fastballs.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Maddox. That one's fouled away into the netting. So still 0-2 on Maddox as the runners are on first and second base for the Diamond Hoppers. Go ahead run on first base. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him swinging, and we got one out, so a big strikeout by LaGuire Cruz there, and we got one out here in the bottom of the eighth.
We've seen some clutch strikeouts from the relievers on both sides. Caleb Rush got back-to-back strikeouts last half inning with 2 in scoring position, and now with 2 on, nobody out, LaGuire Cruz gets in on the action, and there's going to be a conversation as I think we have a pinch hitter right now. Matt Garrick's going to grab a bat and hit. Garrick not in the lineup today. He's an everyday guy usually, but getting the day off. Garrick so far this year, he started the season blistering hot. 5 hits, 5 runs. He's got 8 RBIs, 2 home runs for Matt, but also 10 strikeouts in 21 at-bats. So he's either a guy that's going to drive the ball and cash in some runs, or he's going to go down swinging. There was a chance we could have seen Luke Stevenson right there. We've seen him in a pinch hit situation, but I think Matt Garrick is the move right here, as he was chomping at the bit to get himself an at-bat today, and he's going to get one with 2 on and 1 out.
We'll see if that move pays off for the Diamond Hoppers, as Garrick pinch hitting for Whit Hughes. 2 runners on, 1 out here in the bottom of the eighth. Diamond Hoppers down 1. Swing and a miss.
Garrick just 2 walks with those 10 strikeouts on the year, so he's going to be cutting.
Here's the pitch. Another swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 quickly on Garrick.
There's a little bit of a half swing right there. Kind of had second thoughts halfway through the swing commitment.
Cruz sets and delivers the 0-2 pitch to Garrick, and he stood there like the house on the side of the road, as the great Ernie Howe used to say. Down he goes on strikes. That's a big strikeout.
It's a huge one.
Wow.
3 pitches, too.
It's a great pitch.
LaGuire Cruz is almost approaching 40 pitches in relief, and he's only in his second inning of work. And that's partly because of Shire and Schellenbarger making him throw 7 or 8 pitches to each of them. And then Matt Garrick made it easy right there. Swung and missed on 2 and took the last one looking, and that changes right now. It changes a lot for this half inning.
So 2 outs now, as Cruz gets a big strikeout there, and that'll leave it up to Blake Vandiver. Still 2 runners on, 2 outs. Diamond Hoppers down 1 here in the bottom of the eighth. The pitch by Cruz. That one misses, and it's 2-0 on Vandiver.
And this is where a guy like Blake Vandiver thrives. He's got an RBI base hit already today, but he knows the zone very well. A very disciplined hitter. That's why he's in the 1 spot.
Here's the 2-0 pitch to Vandiver. Again, misses down low and inside. 3-0 on Vandiver.
he's going to look to work this at-bat. If he's able to get on, Bailey Martin stands on deck. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Would be the perfect time for Bailey to get his first hit of the afternoon.
Here's the 3-0 pitch by Cruz to Van Diver. That one's high, and that misses. And Van Diver draws a walk here, and the bases are loaded. And here comes a meeting on the mound. So bases loaded, 2 outs. Diamond Hoppers down 1. And Bailey Martin steps to the plate for the Diamond Hoppers.
So with 2 gone right now, obviously the infield can touch a bag anywhere and make a play for out number 3.
Yep. As the drama builds here at Jimmy John's Field.
Yeah, this is just a sequencing conversation right here with pitching coach Joe Burke alongside Stevanovic and LaGuire Cruz.
And the umpire comes out, breaks up the meeting. Time limit is up. So let's see what Bailey Martin can do here. A chance to base hit, probably scores 2. For sure scores 1.
Schellenbarger runs decent down there at second base, but he can move if he's trying to score from second. It just can't be a hard line drive right at an outfielder.
That one's inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch to Bailey Martin. That one misses as well, just a bit high, and it's 2-0.
And this is where the strike zone as a hitter starts to minimize. If you know LaGuire Cruz has now thrown 5 balls in a row, you want to make sure he throws you a couple before you start swinging at it.
Here's the 2-0 pitch by Cruz to Bailey Martin. Another one misses high, and it's 3-0.
Martin just got to stand there and look at it, wait for one to come down the middle of the plate.
Big pitch here by Cruz. 3-0 to Martin. Strike called right down the middle, and it's 3-1.
See if he gives Martin that same pitch.
Cruz sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. And it's a full count. And everyone's moving on this pitch, Tom.
This is the 3rd full count of the inning for Jonathan LaGuire Cruz on the mound. He walked the first 2 he faced on a full count.
Here's the payoff pitch, the full count pitch to Martin. Fouled away.
He's trying to right those wrongs. Walking Shire and Schellenbarger on 3-2. And he has to get Martin here if they want to protect a 1-run lead.
Let's try it again. Full count pitch. Cruz delivers to Martin. Oh, just misses. Wow. And that's going to tie the ball game up as Shire scores from third base. That was so close.
It was. And give Bailey Martin credit, man. That pitch was
wow, to take that,
borderline, man.
I mean, I give him credit, yeah.
It's his second straight
close.
walk.
Yeah, so he draws the walk, gets the RBI. We're tied up at 7 apiece. Wow, what a game. Now, Noah Marcoux, can he be hero now and give the Diamond Hoppers the lead? 2 outs, 1 strike on him.
Marcoux doubled his last time. He's got 2 walks as well and a ground out.
Yes, he did. Strike 2 called on Marcoux, and it's 0-2. Seven. Bases loaded, and time is called. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch by Cruz. That one's high, and it's 1-2 on Noah Marcoux.
Keep that same confidence if you're LaGuardia Cruz on the mound right now. He just missed with a borderline fastball to Bailey Martin, and it's only a tie game right now. If you're able to dial in, keep this game tied, and go get a run in the 9th.
Nope, he did not go. That ball, they're checking. Yep, nope, he didn't swing. So now we're at 2-2 on Noah Marcoux.
Great stop from Stefanovic behind the dish.
Absolutely.
Keeps this game tied.
Here's this Cruz. He's set, and he will deliver. And nope, that's a ball, and it's a full count on Marcoux. So here we go again.
Yeah, 4th full count now. Hasn't got the out.
Everyone's running. Full count, bases loaded, 7-7. Cruz delivers to Noah Marcoux. Inside for a ball. And Marcoux draws a walk. Schellenberger scores to give the Diamond Hoppers an 8-7 lead. Wow.
And this is not how the first 7 innings of our ball game went, Enver. It was a lot of manufactured runs, base hits,
clean hits,
doubles, home runs. But now, late in the ball game, we're seeing these relievers start to walk guys on both sides.
So the Diamond Hoppers take the lead as Cruz walks consecutive batters, and the Beavers now with an 8-7 lead.
It's 5 walks now in the 8th inning for LaGuardia Cruz. There hasn't been a hit yet for the Hoppers, and they've scored 2 runs this frame.
That ball misses high, and it's 1-1. I told you about that catch that Martin made at second base.
Oh, yeah.
How big is that right now?
Yeah, they would still be climbing uphill if that ball got in the gap off the bat of Dasco.
The 1-1 pitch to Roos is another ball. It's 2-1.
Roos with speed. If he hits something on the ground in between some infielders.
I mean, he cannot find the strike zone right now.
No, he can't. But if he finds a ground ball between the infielders, he'll beat something out.
Yep, the 2-1 pitch by Cruz to Roos. There he is. Oh, no, not a strike call. I thought that was a strike. I'm sorry.
Just slowing out.
Looked good from here. But that one misses for a ball, and it's 3-1 now on Roos. Cruz now sets and delivers to Roos. And another walk by Cruz. Roos heads down to first base. And another run scores for the Beavers, and it's 9-7. Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead the Beavers. That is, what, 6 walks now?
In this inning for LaGuardia Cruz.
Things just fell apart for the Beavers pitching here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
And it looked like it was going to turn around, too, because once Shire and Schellenberger walked, he got back-to-back strikeouts to Maddox and Garrick. So it was 2 on with 2 out, bringing up Blake Van Diver. And since then, 4 straight walks have led to 3 more runs and have given a cushion for the Hoppers right now. I hate to see it for LaGuardia Cruz.
That's tough. Yeah, feel for him.
He was great his first couple of outings, but just kind of lost it towards the end of this 8th inning. Tip your cap to the strikeouts he had in the 8th inning, battling hard, just couldn't get the pitches to go in those late at-bats.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here in the bottom of the 8th. The Hoppers lead the Beavers 9-7. We'll be right back.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools. schools to skyscrapers, our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Welcome back to Jimmy John's Field. Brennan Cox takes over for the Beavers on the mound, Tom.
Now, Brennan, the only lefty on this Beavers squad that's slated on the bullpen side for them. And he doesn't have a ton of time on the mound for them this year so far, but he's coming in a very tough spot.
So he quickly delivers 2 balls here, and it's 2-0 on Ben Ferguson. Again, just to recap, Cruz walked 6 batters here in the bottom of the 8th, walked in 2 runs, and the Diamond Hoppers now lead at 9-7 as we approach, or we pass the 10 o'clock hour here at Jimmy John's Field. That one's in there for a strike called.
This is also the 9th batter of the inning for the Hoppers, and still not a hit this frame for Eastside.
The 2-1 pitch by Cox to Ferguson. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Nice pitch there from Brennan. He comes in with a 4.5 ERA, just 2 innings pitched. This is his 3rd total appearance. He's given up 1 hit, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks in those 2 innings.
Here's a 2-2 pitch by Cox to Ferguson. That one's fouled, and that is out of play. So Cox now looking to get out of this jam here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-7, Diamond Hoppers lead it. The 2-2 pitch to Ferguson. It's a ground ball. Can't be fielded by Martin.
That's a tough play.
And another run scores for the Diamond Hoppers.
That's going to be an RBI base hit right there.
And it's now 10-7. Diamond Hoppers, excuse me. That was
hit of the inning too, as the 9th batter comes
McClellan almost tried to make that play, but he couldn't handle it. And
that was really tough. He had to dive and kind of shuffle it with his glove to second base. There was no chance at a play there, especially with the speedy runner down to second in Zeb Roos.
So the Hoppers now with a 10-7 lead, and that's going to bring up Jake Shire.
Shire led the inning off with a walk.
That one's a ball.
This was a game that there weren't a ton of walks in. Our starting pitchers on both sides had a combined 4 walks in almost 10 combined innings of work from them, and the wheels have just kind of fallen off here for the relievers on both sides.
Absolutely.
Caleb Rush did a nice job for the Hoppers, remedying his back-to-back walks and a base hit, but Jonathan LaGuire Cruz walking 6 in this frame just kind of put a damper on a great game from the Beavers. And I mean, he's going to bounce back. He's a heck of a pitcher, but right now it's got to be Brennan Cox to keep this thing somewhat close.
Mm-hmm. Cox delivers now to, that's a fair ball by Shire. That's going to score 2 runs. Wow, and things have just come and unravel for the Beavers. And now, after 6 walks, Shire gets a 2-run double, and I'll tell you what, Hoppers just blowing this thing wide open. It's a 12-7 Hoppers lead.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier the Hoppers were waiting on a big inning because they had the defense back in a tie game with a runner at third base, which I found, I guess, uncommon.
Curious to see here. We've got to our time limit. So I wonder if they're going to let the Beavers bat here in the top of the ninth. It's a 12-7 game here. We're well past 10 o'clock. That one's a strike called to Schellenberger. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Hoppers lead the Beavers 12-7. That one gets away from the catcher, but they're going to hold the runner at third base. As Stefanovic couldn't keep that one in front of him.
Got to give a big tip of the cap to Jake Shire as well. He started the day 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He then walked to start this rally, grinded through the at-bat and a full count, and then he doubles to bring in 2 runs. Shire now with 4 RBIs and 2 doubles on the season. Well done from Jake.
The 1-1 pitch from Cox to Schellenberger. The pitch. It's a chopper down to first base. It's going to be played by EJ. Did he get him? He got him. Wow. He just got the tag on. That was very close. But nonetheless, that's the 3rd out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And they score 6 runs in the 8th. They lead it 12-7 over the Beavers.
The game has been suspended at this point.
All right, wow.
So the game has been suspended.
So are they going to play?
Are they going to come back and play the half inning?
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
So break it down for us. It's obviously a 2.5-hour time limit.
There is a 2.5-hour time limit. From what I've heard over the PA, we have completed 8 innings. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead the Beavers 12-7. They did not call a final score. All I heard was the game was suspended. So I'm thinking they're going to do the fireworks, maybe come back and play that top of the 9th. But there's discussion here now, so I don't know. I would like to get confirmation.
I'm not sure if they bring it back.
Well, now they're putting the ropes out.
Right. And besides, when they put the fireworks out there in center field, that center field is pretty much unplayable because of all the debris that blows up from the fireworks. So you cannot play out there directly after the fireworks happen. So we've definitely exceeded our 2.5-hour time limit. But while this is getting set up, Enver, let's just talk about today's ball game.
It was really a roller coaster, wild type of game here.
Besides the bottom of the 8th inning, the 6-run inning on 6 walks, I mean, it was a clean game. We saw a lot of great hits and some sweet runs too. And the pitching at times was very exceptional, but a weird way to end this one, as we weren't really communicated upon for that final out there if we were going to play another half inning, because you saw the Hoppers start to jog back out onto the field, and I was very confused on if we were going to continue to play, but this is the right decision here.
So they're setting up the ropes. The kids are going to run the bases. The fireworks are out in center field.
Yep.
We're going to send it to a quick break, and we'll be right back right after this.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
Welcome back inside Jimmy John's Field. And again, we'll go back. The game has been suspended. There will not be any more baseball tonight because they did hit their time limit. So they're getting ready to do fireworks here tonight, Tom. 12-7 Eastside leads the Bloomfield Beavers. And Tom, your final thoughts?
There were some great swings
bizarre
tonight.
night, really.
I mean, you tell me.
Great hitting, and all of a sudden there was just the pitching, and then everything, things fell apart pitching-wise for the Beavers.
Yeah, we weren't really 100% sure how many innings we were going to play there because we were nearing the 2.5-hour mark, and we were just kind of waiting to see in limbo what was going to happen when the Hoppers came off the field. But regardless of that, we saw some great swings tonight. Bryant Schellenbarger got things started with a 2-run jack opposite field. The Beavers, they chipped away and had a great game offensively. I mean, really, they've only scored 11 runs in their first 5 games, I'm sorry, and they pop off for 7 here. I know they got the loss partially because of the wheels falling off in the 8th inning, but give Matt Piotrowski credit, man. He had 2 RBIs, a triple, a single. Ray Hilbrick chipped in, O'Neal Burgos. Max McLennan had a good day defensively and at the plate. E.J. Dasco, Ben Wilcoxon, and Bramden Perez. I mean, almost the entire lineup we're naming here, guys that were able to chip in and really, I guess, spark something for them in their confidence and their mental game, because if you go 1-5 to start the year, 1-4 to start the year, and you only have 11 runs to show for it, that can be kind of demoralizing. And these guys revitalized their confidence in their bats and their team by scoring 7 here. And I know what happened late. You can try to disregard that from an offensive standpoint. And you got to give the Hoppers credit. We had the home run from Schellenbarger. Ryan Carolden went 6 strong innings. He gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 strikeouts. And Blake Vandiver, he came through with a big swing. Ben Ferguson ripped a couple of base hits for RBIs. Whit Hughes as well. Good to see Whit have an RBI base hit. But other than that, it was a good battle back and forth. I know what happened late in the game, but I'm excited and curious to see what happens in this 9th inning if we revisit this 9th inning and the next time the Beavers and the Diamond Hoppers reconvene for a doubleheader or maybe a single game. Then they'll play that single 9th inning and then go into game 2. I'm not 100% sure, but what I do know is we watched some good baseball today. We saw some good pitching.
We saw a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, that's for sure.
All right. So make sure you tune in tomorrow on our USPBL network broadcast. We're going to have a doubleheader for you. The game, it'll be the Westside Woolly Mammoths taking on the Utica Unicorns. Tomorrow, things get started 5 for game 1 and 7:30 for game 2. Again, it's the Westside Woolly Mammoths taking on the Utica Unicorns tomorrow right here at Jimmy John's Field. We hope to see you then. That's going to do it here on the USPBL network. For my partner, Tom Cavanaugh, I'm Enver Shaplow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.